We all know that you need the right tools for the job. So here at JewelleryMaker, we have developed our very own tool set just for you. In this larger set, we have provided more tools to help you develop your jewellery making skills even further. The kit includes wire cutters, a bead reamer with replacement tips, an awl, tweezers with a scoop, a sliding gauge, a snip, and all the essential pliers you will need. All of this is yours for just $15.95, neatly presented in a carrying case with an embossed JewelleryMaker logo. Stay tuned for more advice, tutorials and demonstrations of jewellery making. We provide the tools, you provide the skill.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order for just 50p and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from the Genuine Gemstone Company.
Good morning everybody, how are you all? It is the 20th of May and this is JewelleryMaker's morning show. Good morning everybody. My name is Rebecca Reddican and I have got treats upon treats upon treats for you today. The first one is the person that I'm working with today. We've been separated numerous times on Designer Inspiration due to mischievous antics. She's regularly referred to as my partner in crime. People text in a lot of the time and say, yay, Ant and Dec are on. People know her as Laura. I know her as Spellbinding. This is the Spellbinding Laura Binding.
Good morning.
Good morning. She loves it when I give her a big intro because it makes her feel really awkward. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good, good, good. You've got something very special today, haven't you?
Yeah.
Is your mic turned on?
Probably not.
Probably not. Brilliant, good start. Is it on?
Yes. Ah, it's your fault. You were distracting me.
Oh, I'm distracting you.
Yeah, it was your fault.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do you know what though? It's one of your first shows, isn't it? So of course you forget something. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe not.
It's all right.
It's all right. Sylvie, you've got something really special for us today.
Yes.
Tell us what it is.
Is it the DVD?
Yeah. Wait, is it the DVD? Yeah, it absolutely is the DVD. I've got the pendant on that we're going to be learning to make today. There's also variations on it as well. That DVD launched to teach you how to make this, Laura Binding's Infinity Pendant. It is truly sensational and genuinely you're going to get the chance to learn how to make this. It's a bit of a different DVD actually to usual, and we'll be telling you more about that later on. Spelby, how are your kits, please?
They were really, really amazing. Lots of fun.
Cool. Spelby, can I ask you something, lovely lady?
Go on.
Why have you got the same dress as me on, pretty much?
Because you said you ought to wear that one because then we'll match.
We always do, by accident.
I know.
I like it. I like what you're wearing.
Thank you. Yours looks lovely too.
Better late than never. We have got so many stunning kits today. You've had a lot of fun, haven't you?
Yeah.
What kind of techniques are we going to be learning?
Well, we've got a couple of nice wire work ones, but we're just going to do something a little bit different, just a nice beaded one as well, so just to keep it a little bit mixed up.
So a little bit of something for everybody today. Dion is off on a jolly, so I'm joined by lovely producer Pip. Pip and I used to be a team together, didn't we, for a long time before he went and worked upstairs, but he's back with us today, so in for lots of treats. Where are we starting, producer Pip? Early bird special for you. This is going to fly. Early bird. Can you hear the early bird, Laura?
I hear it.
Have a little look at what I've got here for you. Gorgeous magnesite calla lilies. Come on in on the phone lines for us today. 0800 644 655, and you get the chance to own this stunning strand. Let me show you just one individually so we can take a real good look around it. You've got the calla lily shape here, and these are approximately a 28 by 15 approximately. You've got that gorgeous calla lily design, so it's not just flat at the front and then kind of got the nice detail at the back. Can you see even the front section, you've got those kind of folds of where the calla lily sort of petals are. You've got that beautiful domed back as well. And even, I love that little quirky detail of the fact that, you know, the drop from this isn't quite central. It gives you that flower-like effect that you would expect. Now, the way that these are drilled is a bit unusual as well, which makes them so workable. You know, a lot of the time when we drill a gemstone, we'll drill it from kind of the thickest point to the thickest point, won't we? Well, on this one, we haven't done that. We haven't gone from the top all the way down to the bottom. We've actually just edged it off here. So that means that you can easily pop, say, a little bit of wire, do a tiara twist with some of your seed beads there to almost act as a stamen within the flower if you wanted to. Really simply, so easily. You have got your magnesite here. Now, magnesite we see a lot dyed. This isn't that. This is genuine. This is the real deal. This is completely and absolutely natural. This is how Mother Nature intends it to be. It gets dyed a lot. It gets dyed in pinks, in blues, in turquoise tones as well. But here today, you've actually just got the real deal, which is beautiful to be able to bring to you. It really is. I've got about 220 carats worth of these in total, and we've seen lots of different calla lilies over time, but very rarely do you get what magnesite offers you with this shape, which is that beautiful matrix, the type of matrix, of course, that we would expect in something like turquoise, but with this one you're getting that beautiful effect that's it's not as strong a tone, is it? You get that gorgeous juxtaposition between the beautiful palest and calmest of whites with that really delicate banding inside there. Now, when we talk about the matrix, by the way, I suppose I should mention that, we're talking about these grey areas in here. Matrix so called because it's almost maze-like internally, every single one completely different and unique. And the lovely thing about this as a gemstone and this as a piece is that it's not your average monochrome gem. When you think of monochrome, you will of course think just black on white, won't you? Black and white together. With this though, you're getting a white and a grey. Now the lovely thing about that is it's a little bit more subtle. Not everyone, strangely enough, can work with a bold black and white print or a black and white tone because it is quite harsh to the eye sometimes because they are, you know, polar opposites on the colour spectrum really. With this though, you've got more subtlety to it, so you still get that edge of it, that feel of it, but it has got a different look entirely that could suit many more people. So, loads of you already coming in for this, 220 carats worth. Your price point today, early bird special, is just £6.95 for you today. That is astonishing. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. I've got 13 on my strand, which is just amazing. So many of you coming in now. I've got loads of multi-bidders on this, absolutely loads. My first sort of 5 or 6 were. Loads of you coming in for these today. It's lovely to see you all. I hope you're having a lovely morning. Spelby, what would you be doing with these ones, please?
They make me think of like a wedding or sort of, you know, something quite like a christening, and then you can maybe make a nice focal neck piece with them, you know, or something like that. And you again going with that monochrome, but you it would go with any outfit then as well.
Definitely agree with that. There is a slight queue on the phone, but don't worry, it's a free phone number off a landline. So do you know what? I've accidentally just pulled one of these off the end, but it's quite nice to be able to show you it as is actually, and you'll be able to have a look at the drill hole as well. Always making a positive. Have a little look. See, really large drill hole on these. To my eye, easily a 0.6 through these, even possibly a 0.8 actually by the size of that. It's a fantastic drill hole in here, which is going to mean that you're going to be able to get lots of different wires through and maybe even a few of your different chords. £6.95 on this is fantastic price point. And don't forget, just to start off the day, if this is your first thing you're popping in your basket, you can fill up as much as you want today. It's only £2.95, post and packaging up until midnight. Doesn't matter if you know, check out once or 1,000 times today. You are still just going to be paying that £2.95, and that is up until midnight. So fill your boots. Spellbinding, what have you been up to? Give us some gossip.
I have a lot of gossip. My dogs have now chewed through my hair wand. So they've chewed through my hair wand. That's about as exciting as my life is. Yeah, they are very close to being rehomed. If anybody wants
you don't mean that at all. Jackson and Kayla will go mad at you. I saw a picture that Tony put up, Tony's Spellbinding's husband, the other day, that just said the sleeping pups, and there was the 2 dogs and then a little boy just like lying on one of them, like asleep on the floor as well.
That was after the, we had the rugby event as well, where Jackson got himself a little medal, and that was where he was knackered from such a busy day the day before, and just crashed out.
Bless him, his little cottons.
Yeah.
So, this week it's the hair wand, last week it was your flush cutters. I wonder what it's going to be next.
No.
Oh, do you not know what a hair wand is? It's like it curls your hair.
Yeah.
It curls your hair. Yeah, but it's...
Hence I was thinking, I have nice curly hair today. No.
I tried to help Spellbinding use her curling wand once. Me and Spellbinding, you know, we'll hang out outside of work and stuff, and I tried to teach her how to use it. Literally section at a time, okay? And now you copy, could not do it, just kept coming out. And then a little bit of a swirl at the end.
And a burn. And trying that most awkward attempt to get, I've got it now though.
Well done,
good. But now I haven't got one, so.
Oh well, £6.95 is your price on this. Is this Mrs. Christmas texting in? Is it Victoria? That's a Christmas plan. Victoria from Hertfordshire, it is Mrs. Christmas. She says you could use these as Christmas angels. You could.
That's cute, yeah.
I love that idea. Hello, Mrs. Christmas. Good morning, Becky. You've ordered yours. Good on you. Christmas angels, perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, I can see that. That's
You could
cute.
do little like dangly chain legs with a little bit of polymer at the bottom, couldn't you? Just in case you're not sure. £6.95. Well done, everyone. Name's about to go off my screen for a second time. Lots and lots of multi-bidders on this. It is lovely to have you on board. I hope you are all having a lovely week so far. It's nearly the weekend. Hey, is it bank holiday this week?
Yeah, but I'm working.
Yeah, I'm working. You working here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course you are. When?
I'm on a mid.
What?
We've had this conversation.
I've forgotten though. When? Late show.
Design Inspiration.
Yeah, and I'm on the morning show.
Yeah.
So we'll have a little crossover.
Yeah, like
won't we?
2 seconds.
We've had this conversation, all right. Oh yeah, because Tony's been allowed to have a day out with his friends, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember now. £6.95 for you today. Well done, that's the end of the early bird. Not many of those left at all. Challenge Laura. Laura, you, of course, are known to be, you know, a bit of a whiz when it comes to Le Cabochon. Don't forget, we're launching this DVD in probably about 20 minutes' time. You're going to need cabochons or kind of beautiful set pieces to be able to create this look today, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you'll be able to adapt the design to that. In fact, that's what I might do as my challenge, is try and do a variation of that pendant using a cabochon.
Brilliant idea, so stay tuned for that. Laura's challenge is a group of cabochons, and I've got to say, when it comes to beauty and colour and versatility and variety, this is what you can get at JewelleryMaker for under £35. You're going to get a huge amount of these. This is your multicoloured onyx. There's a massive variety. Look, you do get ovals, but you're getting ovals in such a variety of I was going to say of shapes. That'd be weird. Of sizes, look. So you're getting a big variety in your sizes there. Of course, I can't guarantee exactly how many you're going to get, but what I can say is you will get multiple shapes. So you know, I've got some drops, I've got some ovals, I've even got some squares in here as well. And I can tell you that you'll be getting 1,480 carats worth in total. So a big amount here. Now, when we're looking at cabochons, it's something that a lot of people do ask for step-by-step instruction, which is why we do it now and again on things like Designer Inspiration. But a lot of people have been asking for DVDs like the one we're going to launch today, because, you know, getting your head around a cabochon when maybe you've only been used to working with gemstones with a drill hole in them is a big step, it's a big change. Today though, you have got the opportunity to own that DVD, so you're going to need a lot of cabochons, and if you're anything like me, once you try something, You maybe don't quite get it perfect the first time, but if today you come in and you buy this, and you've got the DVD coming up for you as well, if you buy both of those today, you have actually got the opportunity to try, to practice. Practice makes perfect. But also with these, every single one's going to look different. You've got some in here with beautiful banding. You've got some in here with almost speckle effects. I love this one, a perfect round on that, stunning. You're getting ones with almost scenes within them. Look at that one, it almost looks like kind of a sunset, doesn't it? A sunset over the sea. You're getting so much variety in here that even if you do use that DVD time and time again to refresh your memory and to give you this new project, the infinity necklace that we're going to be showing you later, you're going to have lots of variety. No two are going to look the same. And let's face it, if you're making for loved ones, or you're making to sell, or you're just even making for yourself, then we want that, don't we? We want variety. We want everything to look a little bit different, a little bit fresh, and a little bit unusual every time. And that's exactly what you have the opportunity to do with these ones here today. I've got 1,480 carats worth of these in total. Well done to everyone who's already come in for these, making sure that you do check out your baskets when you get the opportunity. I have got, let me count up approximately how many you'll be getting. Obviously it might be slightly more, it might be slightly less, but I will count up for you. Hang on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 17 or 18. I've got there 17 or 18. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 you've got there in total, definitely. So I've got 17 here. You might get 18, you might get 19, you might get 12. But at the end of the day, you are going to be getting a great variety. Now, I wonder how much these will work out at approximately each one. It's going to be about, could we do them for less than £2 each? Because if you look at the size of these, surely you can't. £2 each for something of that size. Something that's going to be huge, huge focus. Something that's going to be total statement piece. I've got stunning collection here. And guess what? I can do them for under £2 each. I could actually do them for under £1.50 each. Get yourself on those phone lines, come on in on the web. Your price point today for all of these, almost 1,500 carats, just £22.95 for these today. That's working out about £1.35 each per one, per gemstone. Now think, if you're planning on getting your hands on this DVD later, and let's face it, I know a lot of people are from everything I've seen on Facebook, etc. You know, if you are planning on getting your hands on the DVD to make this necklace, then you're going to be able to make this necklace for, at this price point, well, maybe for around £5 to actually make. And how much would we be selling something like this for?
Something like that you can sell for about, probably sell that for about £30, £35.
About £30, £35, maybe even upwards, depending on where you're selling it. And you know, if you decided to do it with different metals, different wires, then way more. So £35 is the kind of start-off offer. The fact of the matter is, you're getting a cabochon for about £1.30, 35-ish, and you know, how much wire, money-wise, have we used on this? Can't be much.
Not that much, actually, no. Probably about 4 or 5 metres of the 0.4,
okay.
But not a lot of 1 mil. So not a lot
mil.
Really.
So maybe at our prices, maximum about £3 actually. Yeah. So let's say altogether you can make the pendant for under £5. That's instantly, even at base rate, around about a £30 profit on that. What do you think of the price of these? Because obviously you have bought cabs for many years from lots of different places.
Yeah, no, I think that's brilliant. And I've said this before, but if you go into like little sort of gemstone, sort of natural gemstone shops where you just buy the tumble stones, you look at paying about £1 for a small tumbled rock.
Yes.
You know, not a cabochon set, just a little small sort of stone, £1.50 in some places, and that, you know, you've got it there laid out for you, ready to go. It's got a nice flat back, so you can cage it nicely. And even if you just simply caged it and sold it as a single pendant, you could sell it for £10 to £15, just simplest setting. So that's per stone, you know.
It's amazing when you think about it, isn't it? It really, really is. Everyone who's coming in now knows they're getting a bargain. Angela's in Surrey. Have you ever been to Surrey? No, me neither. Maybe we should go. Judith's in Essex. Have you ever been to Essex?
No.
Don't think I have either.
No.
Sheila in Cornwall. Have you ever been to Cornwall?
Yes.
Yes. Sheila, I haven't. If you want to invite me, it's fine. Where have I been? Any of these places? I need to get out more.
Do a road trip.
Pardon?
Road trip.
Road trip. Oh my gosh, should we do a road trip? Just tour around.
That would be so cool.
That'd be brilliant. Can we bring Kayla and Jackson as well?
Yeah.
Tony can look after the dogs.
Yeah.
Can't he?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Sounds like a plan. I've got people buying 3 of these at a time, which is great at that price point. It's a complete bargain. Never ever forget for me, please, that these are genuine gemstones. Real deal gemstones. Well done, everybody. Well done, everybody. We're going to give that as a challenge. Have you got a second sample of this, or would you like me to hand it across?
Can I have that one?
Yeah, of course you can.
Oh, this is dangerous,
Careful.
isn't it?
Yeah. Careful. Whoa! Look at the concentration.
I'm prepared because my kids do that. They hand something to you, but they let it go before you've actually taken it. And
Oh,
just
do they?
So.
You nearly did that face then. Yeah, the concentration. So, well done, Spelby, for getting your hands on those ones. I can't wait to see what you're going to make. Okay, what we're doing now, producer Pip. I love it. Oh, these are pretty stars. You've had something similar to this actually in a challenge before, haven't you, Spelby?
I
Say no if not.
I don't think I have.
No. All right, cool. I've got for you here a selection of shooting stars. Aren't they so pretty? This is your shell stars that we've got here. And what you can see on these, which shell gives to you so beautifully, is that stunning iridescence underneath the surface. It's all to do with the way that this beautiful organic kind of has an effect upon the light that gives you the sheen, this beam almost under the surface, which is gorgeous within those star shapes. I have got 3 strands here for you of different sizes in the blue. The 14mm is the blue one, so a bit smaller, a bit more delicate, a bit more dainty. But then you've got the bigger bold ones. They're about 18mm, and those are in the pink and the orange. These are summer holiday, aren't they? These are summer holiday. These are fun. These are keeping the young ones entertained once they're on their holidays, which is coming up very soon. This is kind of a selection here that's going to give you a lot of brightness to your designs, and we don't need to go crazy and use a whole amount of these if you don't want to. Just 1 or 2 of these would be perfect. As you know, a little pair of earrings with just 1 of them would be lovely. Stretchy bracelet if you did want to go really OTT. Or what about a wish bracelet? I know a lot of people love making wish bracelets. We had designer inspiration with Fleur not so long ago. I've got Fleur on tomorrow, don't forget. Not so long ago, and she showed us, her wish bracelets and how she sells them and how she makes them. And she used a star actually on that piece that we showed. She was selling the wish bracelet cards for, I'm sure it was around about £5. And it was just with 1 in the centre, a little bit of hemp cord around it. You're done, you're dusted. And big sellers in America in particular, they're an absolutely huge thing. Not really something that's been tapped into that much here in the UK, so perhaps something for you to try out if you're trying to, set your business in a different direction. Your price point today for all 3 strands should be, but it's not. We're going to make this a shooting star deal. It's going to fly out because we're rolling it down from almost £12 to just £8.95 for those pence for all those strands. That is astonishing price point. It really is. When you're thinking every single one of these is a little bit unique, a little bit different, but you've still got that kind of symmetry in a sense when it comes to the shape of these, and when it comes to the fact that the colour is the colour. £8.95 for you on your shooting stars. Gorgeous, with a little bit of a chain tassel from these, to really kind of fit in with that shooting stars idea. People on the phone for this now, so do make sure that you're hanging on to those baskets and checking out when you get a chance to, if you want to. £8.95 for everybody. Hey Ollie, you're not wrong. This is the type of thing I could imagine Spellbinding wearing on one of her nights out.
The blue ones.
The blue ones, yeah, obviously. Yeah, the blue ones.
Yeah, but I think they would look really cool with a bit of silverware, like you say, that sort of shooting star effect. But it'd also look really nice if you wanted to just keep them simple and link 3 of them together and then just have chain next to them. And again, that's any age range. Anybody could wear that.
Absolutely.
Festival wear, anything.
Oh yeah, love that. Perfect for that. £8.95. Your code is YHGC25. Got lots of texts in, have we? About Le Duvde, the DVD, featuring Spellbinding. Hiya, Becky! Sandra, the morning show don't know about that, okay? There is no need for that. Once on Designer Inspiration, I sort of forgot my name and ended up going, Becky! Literally like that.
Oh, I forgot about that now. That's gonna, yeah, that was funny.
I forgot my name for a bit, and I literally was like, so it's nice to see you, I am Becky! Like that. It was very strange. That's also the show that I had that cabochon and dropped it and it broke in half on the deck.
Oh, I think that's probably why I forgot about it. Becky!
Probably.
Because I'm still remembering.
Anyway, thanks Sandra, pal. Hiya, Becky and Laura. Lovely to see you both on today. Looking forward to today's show. What time will the DVD be on, please? Don't want to miss it. Sandra, I'll ask my producer right now. Right now, you've elbowed us into it. Let's do it. It's right now. It's your chance. Do you know what? Just get yourself on the phone right here, right now, because you have the opportunity to get your hands on Spellbinding's new DVD. I am so excited to show this to you. It's unlike any DVD I've ever seen before, and it is with my lovely Spellbinding. It's on your screen right now. ETTY 45, ETTY 45 is your code on this today. Now, Spellby, this is a little bit different to what we're used to seeing, isn't it, realistically? Yeah. Tell us why.
Well, I've had lots of people often ask me how you can do a complete project from beginning to the end. So rather than doing sort of 2 or 3 sort of smaller, less intricate pieces, we just decided to just go for one piece that you go from the very, very beginning right to the very end, and we've done it in a couple of stages, so you kind of got sections. I think it's like a sort of a couple of stopped places.
Absolutely.
But it takes you from start to finish. We've got a variation on there as well, which I've got here, so I'll show in a minute. And as I'm going through it, I also tell you how you can sort of do options as you're going along, sort of how you could change it if you wanted to. So hopefully it's something that anybody will be able to pick up and have a go at.
So can we have a look at the variation? Because it does show you how to do variation. So it is one project, but it shows you how you can put your own spin on it, your own twist on it, so that everyone can look a bit different. This is the variation that you will learn to create. And it's very much with the same theme, but like you say, a different look. Yeah,
it's just to show you, it's just to give a bit of confidence so that, you know, how to place those wires, and if you change it, how you can change it about, and how you can just change the looks by different weaves and different variations, really.
So, is this, just to let you know, I've got about 18 baskets. Queue on the phone, but we'll be with you. 0800 644 655. Once you're in the queue, you're put in the queue. There's no elbowing, no pushing, no shoving. You are in the queue. You'll be answered in order. So as soon as you get on, the better, realistically. I know this is a DVD launch, but we don't have thousands and thousands and thousands of these. We have got enough to go around if you get it in right here, right now. But I would say do not hesitate. Do not think, oh, I'll give it 20 minutes and wait for the phone lines to die down, because I cannot guarantee that we will have any of these left at that point. I have all the stock, all the batch in this right now, so come on in and get it whilst you can. Spelby, do I have to be a wire wizard?
No, I would just say as long as you're confident, you're willing to have a go. That's all really, because we talk you through the weaves that we do. So whenever we do anything new, I'll explain how we do that weave. So it's not like I'll say, do this weave and then move on. I actually talk you through it as well. So I think as long as you're happy to have a go, then you should be fine.
And the great thing about it as well, you can see it is split into sections here. You get the introduction, you get shown how to add the gemstones, you get shown wire weaving, as well as tidying the wires, balancing and finish, and hints and tips. Now, talk to us about some of these terms that I know a lot of us will have heard of, but for maybe people who don't, tidying the wires, it's something we get asked about constantly.
Yeah.
What do we look at in that section?
Again, it's as we've broken it down, so we've gone from the very beginning right to the very end, so it's just about, okay, we've gotten to the end now, we've got these wires, what do we do with them? And it's just about finishing it, because a lot of the time people tend to get a little bit, they think that they've got all these wires and they kind of think they have to use them all, and you don't. It's about saying, actually, you can cut that wire, there's a nice place to cut it, and that's how you can finish it neatly.
Yes.
And sort of hide that end, so that it's not obvious where it ends and where it starts. That's kind of how we named it.
Balancing's an important one as well, isn't it? And we look at balancing pieces in this. We talk about it a lot, but I understand, you know, it can be quite hard to show almost in a short space of time on air. So we're going to go and look at balancing with this. So what are we expecting from that bit?
It's just about, you know, looking at your piece And again, one, knowing where to stop, and two, kind of thinking, well, that bit looks a little bit too heavy, that needs to have something on the other side to balance it, and to take those wires and to create those weaves and to balance that out, to make it look, so it doesn't have to look symmetrical, but it looks balanced.
So it's, for example, on this one, you know, that we've got on that I've got on my neck, that we've got on the front here, you can see that balance for this is about one side, it's kind of, you know, there's quite a lot of it kind of juts out, but it has got an open weave, whereas this section quite close to the stone, but quite a heavy weave in there, and because of that it balances it out to the eye.
Yeah, and that's what it's about. It's about looking at it and thinking, well, I want it to be that little bit different, but how can I make it look so it's not top heavy on one side, or, you know, too unbalanced. It's just about looking at it and thinking, how can I make this look nice and balanced, really.
And it absolutely does. It's the type of skills and techniques we're going to be learning on this that we will be using time and time again in a lot of our wire work pieces, even if it's not specifically to create this look. And actually, not just for the wire workers, you know, we talk about things like balancing in polymer clay. When it comes to metal clay, we talk about balancing a lot. Even when it comes to things like our metal sheets as well, we talk about it a lot. So really something for everyone here. We all know the price point. Your price point today for this DVD is just £4.95 for you today on this one. You're getting to learn lots and lots of different pieces, lots and lots of different styles. There's loads of you coming in for this. Well done. A few of you actually buying yourself a couple of these, which is lovely. Maybe one for you, one for a friend, if you know that your friends at home, at work, or maybe wanting to get their hands on this. Thank you, ladies. Got my DVD. That's my bank holiday / birthday weekend sorted. Keep the laughter coming, ladies. Sandra, it's your birthday this weekend. Happy birthday, Sandra. Sandra, what are you going to be getting? What are people buying you? Do you know? Have you left a casual list? Spelby, I bet you're a casual lister, aren't you?
No.
Yes, you are. You are. I bet you go along in the catalogue with a highlighter for what Tony should get you, don't you?
No, I just tell him.
I just tell him. Not even casual.
Yes, not even casual. I want that.
I want that. Thank you.
Or I go on Facebook and just tag him and say, for my birthday, please.
Brilliant idea. I love that one. Loads of people coming in from all over to get this. It's so nice to have you on board. Do keep checking those out, because honestly it's getting low in stock now, and if you want to get it, you've got to. And don't forget as well, one thing that a load of people ask about too is actually about finishing a piece off, and we're going to go into that in quite good detail on this DVD, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, that will literally take you from the start to finish. It takes you right from the very, very beginning on how you start, how you approach it, how you look at it, and then how you can look at it again to get that nice smooth finish.
Absolutely. So there really is something for absolutely everybody on this, and I would say for you today that, you know, it's not just one project, it's a fair few projects that we're going to be learning in this, in the sense that it's one main project, but you get to find your own twist on it, which is just sensational. It's great to learn the skills, learn the techniques, and then be able to put your own flourish on it, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I went on my page and I asked people their opinion of what they would like. Would they like something like this, or would they like to have slightly less intricate pieces? And, you know, the feedback was that they wanted something like this, that they could go from the very beginning to the end, stop, start, go back to the section that they might have missed or be a bit unsure about.
Yeah.
You know, and have that available to them.
Yeah, absolutely sensational. Well done, everybody. Lots and lots and lots of you in today. I hope everyone's having good fun. I've got lots of treats coming up for you, by the way. I have got an astonishing strand of ruby. It's going to be less than £60, but the length is wowzers. You're going to have rubies to keep you going all year, to be honest, on that strand, more than likely. I've got some really funky chain coming up for you as well, which I haven't had the chance to bring to you before, but let me show you it. Wow! That's a massive amount, isn't it? Look at that! Huge amount. Loads of chain there, absolutely loads of it. So that's coming up in 2 different colours, actually. We've got it in that one and almost like an old gold as well coming up for you today. I've got some 925, I've got gorgeous gemstones, I've got new strands in for you, I've got everything. So you're in the right place. Put your feet up, get yourself a brew, pop on the porridge, and just settle in for the day. Oh, first kit. Lovely, lovely Spelby. How much fun did you have with this kit?
This was really fun. It was really different for me as well because of the materials in it. So I tried it was a bit of a challenge for me to do something a bit different, and I really enjoyed it, so it's really lovely.
I know you've had this woven ball chain cord before. You did a gorgeous lariat style necklace with it on a designer inspiration with myself. How you've got a gorgeous array of colours this time. How did you kind of use these in a different way? We haven't got a lariat style this time.
No, we haven't. I better not do that again. Although it would make a lovely lariat style to have a couple of them. I've actually done a bit of knotting with them.
Perfect.
Yeah, so to make a little bit different. So
something different for us to look at.
Anybody who does paracord or anything like that, then you can use the same techniques with this.
Perfect. So we're going to be learning lots of different ways to work with this today. You have got 3 different strands here. They're all a meter's worth in length. You've got that gorgeous black, the royal purple, and that hot pink as well in there. They're about 3 mil chain, just to let you know. Now, if you haven't seen these before, what it is essentially is you've got these beautiful kind of knitted wire effect. It's a little bit like a Viking knit in a way, but to be able to try and create that in Viking knit that much, no. Spellbinding, who we know loves a Viking knit, it's literally just gone, nope, that will not be done. And then what we've done is we've threaded internally through this lovely ball chain. So what you get is you get this lovely kind of glitter and sheen internally within it, and it saves you having to Viking knit something like this out. I wouldn't even be able to suggest to you how long this would take to Viking knit. How long would it take you to Viking knit a meter's worth length like this? Days.
It really would, and you know, in that detail you'd have to do a lot of wire, you'd have to add in loads. It would just no. It's just no.
Literally don't bother.
No.
Spellbinding saying you may as well treat yourself to this. I've also got the gemstones in here for you as well. Oh, gorgeous, gentle, delicate tones in here. Love that we've got these kind of blush colours, these salmon blush colours, but then you've also got that purest of white when it comes into the shell pearl. I've got in front of you now 250 carats worth of your rose quartz, and those are in the round, so the largest ones in the centre there, they're around about a 10 mil. Really nice surface area on these, so it's giving you that big bold effect. I've also got the rose quartz in the 6 mil as well, but these ones are faceted, so you've got that gorgeous sparkle on those. And of course that faceted shell as well in there, which is really pretty, looking at about an 8 mil on those ones. I've got for you a massive threading pack with your beading thread, your elastic and your monofilament. I've also got for you, of course, some wire. We're joined by Spellbeat, it'd be rude not to. And it's not just any old wire, it is possibly the most popular colour of wire that we have here at JewelleryMaker. You've got your 0.6 in the silver. What meters worth have I got on that one? 10 meters worth in total. And I've got your 0.25, 15 meters on that one for you today. So a hefty amount we've got on these, really hefty. 0.6 and a 0.25. You've got some memory wire in here in your small, medium and large selection. You get 14 rings on the small, 14 on the medium, sometimes referred to as the bracelet size, and you get 10 on the larger one as well. And then I've got you a huge findings pack. This findings pack's the ones that's made up of the diamond-shaped head pins. You've got cord ends in there. You've, of course, got a meter's worth of that gorgeous chain as well in there. So everything you can see on screen now is actually what you're going to be getting in kit. Let me reiterate, because we've got absolutely loads here, and the saving is absolutely extraordinary, I have to say. You've got 3 meters worth of your woven wire with the ball chain. You've got 2 strands of your beautiful rose quartz, which we don't see on that often anymore. You've also got the faceted shell. I've got a massive findings pack for you. I've got your threading materials pack, and I've got 25 meters worth of wire, as well as a memory pack as well. Your price point today. Now, of course, it should be £49.45. Obviously, that's a given. Look at the amount you've got in here. Look at the beautiful, beautiful, you know, selection that we have in here with one of our newest products with those woven pieces, and also with all that massive carat weight and those beautiful gemstones. So, of course, it should almost be £50. Are you getting ready for a big saving? Should have been almost £50. It's £26.95 for you today. That is £22 and 50 pence saving for you today. That's an amazing price crash. That's kind of about 40% off really, isn't it? It's an amazing deal for you today. Saving yourself over £22 worth. Spelby, what do you think of that amazing price drop?
I think that's just brilliant, isn't it? It's a really beautiful kit, and there's absolutely tons. It just keeps going, and I've made like 9 gem heavy pieces, and I've still got some gems left. So I've still got some wire and some memory wire. I didn't even touch my 0.25.
Yeah.
Nope. I used all of my 0.6, but I didn't touch my 0.25 because I've done quite a lot of wire heavy pieces in the other kit, so I thought I'd keep this one a little bit more simple.
Really? I just think it's a gorgeous kit and a massive saving at that price point. I'm not surprised there's lots of you coming in. Do you want to see how much Spellbind has made? You've made 2, 4, 6, 8 and 9 pieces, and I tell you what, you know, they're all pretty streamed in gems. They've got lots going on in some of them. Oh, take a little nosy. Really beautiful. Huge amount there, isn't it? Absolutely massive amount. Lots of different variety on here as well, which I love and adore. The fact that, you know, with over £22 off, you've still been able to make such a massive variety, and you've not been afraid, you know, even going as far as to, you know, putting little hidden gemstones on the back of these neckline pieces. Yeah. You've been really bejewelled on a lot of them, haven't you? Yeah,
I mean, when you've got pieces that are just like the knots, like that piece there. I love
that piece.
I wanted something to kind of weigh it down, so I've put one of the large rose quartz on the back. But with I've actually held that together with one of the toggle clasps. That's what's actually going around. Yeah. So, you know, it's just findings, and it's simple, but it just looks effective, and I think you've got a mix of looks there. You've got quite nice contemporary, you've got bridal wear, haven't you? Yes. It just screams bridal.
So good.
You can make some beautiful headpieces with this if you wanted to, but the beaded chain kind of makes it look, gives it a more modern look as well, enables you to do something a little bit more modern, like, you know, anybody could kind of wear it as well in a kind of age range.
Yeah, I agree with that. I love the fact that, you know, the colours alone can look quite poppy, but actually when you work them together, they have a lovely harmony about them, don't they?
Yeah.
I've got people coming in for this, left, right and centre. People are multi-buying on this as well, which just goes to show the value of this kit. I mean, when you're getting such a massive, massive discount, you know, we're not talking £5 off, which, don't get me wrong, is great. You know, basically someone giving you £5 back in your pocket is fantastic. It's not £5 back though, it's £22.50 back in your pocket for that massive amount. It's just astonishing, isn't it?
Yeah, and as I said, anybody who does anything like the sort of macrame, the paracord, anything like that, you can apply those techniques to this beaded chain.
Yeah.
I just wanted to have a look. Like I said, I don't do those techniques very often, so for me I had to sort of research it a little bit, but you know, if people out there like Mark would have a field day with something like this, wouldn't he? You know, macrame, anything like that. So you can think of it, if you like using that material, you'll love using this.
Absolutely. So come on in and give it a go. And what are we going to learn with this one today, Spelby?
I'm actually going to show the little beaded heart.
I don't think in our long, long time together I have ever seen you do a beaded weaving piece.
No, I know. I love this. I think it's really cute.
I think it's absolutely adorable.
And again, you can actually just have that on a chain on its own, and it's really pretty. And
on a little bit of a slant.
Yeah, on a little slant, or just put 2 jump rings there and there, and just have it with some chain over side. So it's really cute. I did have that left, so I've still got potential to do loads, plus my 0.25, which would go for me because I use 0.25 with my 0.8s and my 1 mils for loads of weaving.
Of course.
So, I don't know if we've got a black cord anywhere. I couldn't find one. Sorry.
Good. So you should be. Blimey. Do check out those baskets, everyone, because we're getting low on stock. Thank you very much, Claire.
Thank you.
There you are.
Right.
How's that?
That's perfect. Thank you very much.
Good.
Right, so...
Diva. I know. It's a nightmare.
That's it. I'm coming back again. So I'm just going to take a long length of beaded wire, probably about 1 metre. Okay. Now, you can do this on monofilament if you're patient enough. It would look really good if you had, like, pink beaded thread. That would look, because you would get little flashes of the colour coming through. That would look really nice.
I love that.
Okay, so you know this is probably going to be too much, but you need to rather have too much. You don't want to run out halfway through this.
No, because it's not a wire you can't really add in, can you?
So for this one, you're going to need just double check.
7, 9, 3, 2.
It's all right.
6, 1, 4, 12, 8.
12 of the small rose quartz. and 10 of the shell pearl. Okay. So we're going to start off with the shell pearl first, and we're going to actually use them to create the sort of body part, and then we use the smaller stones to create the little accents and fill in the little gaps. Okay.
I see. Yeah.
So if I pop that there, you can see.
Yeah. So we're going to do this centre bit first.
Yeah. Cool. So this bit here. So I'm going to take 3 of the pearls, of the shell pearls. I love these. I love the faceted ones.
I love the fact they've got such a big drill hole in them as well, which is important for this technique, isn't it?
Because you're able to take the wire through a couple of times. Or bead and thread, sorry. So I've popped on 3 and I've brought them to the centre.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to take the 4th one and I'm going to bring, and I will show this now, just need to be able to see it, both ends of the bead and thread through,
either side.
So that it comes through like that.
Got you.
Okay, and then you can pull it and try and keep it central. Okay, so you get your little diamond. Okay,
fab.
So if I turn it around like this, I'm going to have a top wire and a bottom wire. So I'm going to add 2 more shell pearls onto the bottom wire. Okay, and then I'm going to take a 3rd pearl and again put both of the wires through in opposite directions. So put that on the bottom wire, then I'm going to take the top wire and just pop that one through in the opposite direction. Sorry. Okay. So when you pull that, so just make sure it's sitting how it's meant to. And then that's starting to form the body of the heart now. Can you see?
I can see, yeah, okay.
And then I'm going to take the top wire, so I've still got my top and the bottom wire here. I'm just going to call it wire because I'm going to keep doing that. So
beading thread to the rest of the world.
But I probably will I'll call it beading wire. Is that a compromise?
Yeah,
because it is.
Do you want me to catch that one that's rolling away?
I caught it. It's okay, thank you. So I'm going to put 2 on. So we're going to do the same again, but in reverse. So pop 2 of the pearls onto the top wire, and then put both the wires through in opposite directions on another pearl. Okay. So I put that across like that and pull that. So now you'll start to get the body of the heart. Okay. So you have that there. But don't worry, it will settle. Okay, so that's it there. Okay. Now I'm using the rose quartz, but you could use little seed beads or little sort of metal beads that we have as well. Would look quite nice to give a different look. So I've actually put 4 of these ones on, but this is just because of the size of these ones. You just want it to give that nice sort of arch.
Okay.
So 4.
4 on that one.
Okay, so again, this is the top and bottom wire. This is going onto the top wire. As you can see, it's going in that direction. And then what I'm going to do is take my beading thread, and if I separate, so I'm going to skip a bead and go to the next one, and just bring the wire straight down through the beading, straight down through the drill hole.
Got you.
So you can see that that's then going. So when I pull that, so you can see it's skipped this one, and it's gone straight through this one here.
It's giving them a little snuggle. Now I'm going to pause you there.
Go on in.
That's it. So, because I've got something that I am just absolutely blown away to say, I really, really have. We have got such a great quantity of this, and because there's so many people coming in and getting their hands on that DVD, what we wanted to do was just to say thanks, you know, for tuning in, to say thanks for getting your hands on that DVD. We just wanted to give everybody an absolutely astonishing price. Now don't get me wrong, £22.50 off. I don't think it's anything I've actually ever said on the morning show with a kit before that I can think of. But we're going to, producer Pip's doing us an absolutely astonishing treat. He really, really is. It should have been almost £50 for this entire kit. Today, though, we're going to roll it down again. That, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty much bang on the nose, half price. It's a buy one, get one free offer for you here today. Don't forget, everybody pays the same. Your names from before that have been lighting up, you know, you're all paying the same. You are paying just £24.95 for all of this today. Don't forget, you've got 3 meters worth of this woven wire with that bead in the center. You get a whole strand of your gorgeous rose quartz at the 10mm rounds. You've got the 6mm faceted rose quartz, and you've got the 8mm on those shell pearl facets as well. I also bought you 15 meters worth of wire, 10 meters worth of the 0.6, 15 meters worth of the 0.25. I got you this entire threading pack. I got you a massive findings pack, and I got you a small, medium and large of the memory wire as well. That is essentially almost half price. What do you think?
It's brilliant. It really is, and it's a beautiful kit. It's really beautiful, and it does just make you think of romance. It was just making me think of hearts, and what do hearts and flowers and.
Surely you'd sell just one piece at that price.
Yeah, I mean, for the time, I mean, you've got something like that, like the knotted one.
Yeah.
You could sell that one for sort of 15 to sort of £18. And you haven't even used. I've used one gemstone.
That's it.
So I haven't used anything else, and I've still got enough of everything else to make tons more.
Yeah.
You know, it's just.
It's amazing price, it really is. But the only reason we're dropping that price is just to say thank you for tuning in today. We're going to give you some great deals throughout the day, we promise you that. And also just to say, you know, everyone treat yourself. Why not treat yourself at that price? You know, buy one, get one free pretty much price is astonishing. £24.95 for you. Sorry for that interruption, Spelby,
right.
But I'm sure a lot of people at home are thanking me, really. Okay, so we've just done one of the bows over the top of the heart.
Yep, I'm just going to just lock that wire in there. Okay, so now my wire is coming out of this pearl here. I'll just move that up for you. Okay, and now I'm going to just bring the wire back up through one next to it. So again, just feed it through. Sorry, just did you go through? It's just trying to see it. And there you go. All right, and then just pop another 4 of the stones on.
So these are the ones to make the other side of this arch.
So you're just mirroring it. And these are really quick and easy to do as well.
So you could get a few knocked up on your lunch break, really, couldn't you?
Definitely. And then again, you're going to skip this pearl here, go to the next one, feed the wire down. And again, like you say, you're able to put the wire through the beading wire through quite a lot. So there's your second side.
I see.
So then you've got 2 little gaps here we just want to fill in, and then we've just got that final bit there. So pop a stone on, pop in a small rose quartz. Again, feed it through.
So by beading it through there, it's locking it, isn't it then?
Yeah, so it's locking it, and now that wire is coming straight out the bottom of the last pearl, and you can just pull that nice and tight. Now you can see how earlier on it was kind of curling, but now it's settled.
It's settled, yeah.
So I'm just going to pop one more on the other side. And then again, feed that one through. That pearl there. And you can move, it's got movement to it as well, which is the nice thing about using this beading wire. Because if you were using wire, you'd have a bit of resistance because it would kind of be folding and kinking as you were doing it, and you don't want it to snap.
Yeah.
Both your wires are now coming out the bottom of the heart. Take your final stone, pop both of the wires through.
In the same direction?
In the same direction. Feed that wire up there, so that's the bottom of your heart. Now you could either just pop a crimp bead on, or all I've done is literally pulled nice and tight and knotted, and I've just done a double knot, and then just take your, maybe you could put a dab of glue on there if you wanted to, and then just very carefully cut. And there's your little heart.
And that is that. How simple is that? It's simple, it's beautiful. And if you did too, sorted,
I think of that.
bow tie, or a flutter bag.
Little hair.
Little hairband.
Yeah,
It's all go here today. And speaking of all go, I've got, this is all going. I've got 17 left, 17, 14 in baskets approximately. So it's pretty much a sellout. And, you know, almost bang on the nose, a half price deal. That is astonishing. Spelby, thank you so much for showing us that. How do you feel about having a little mosey on over? Where should we go on a nice walk to?
Oh, I don't know, over to the wall.
To the wall? Wow, great walk. Let's go. This is our walk over to the wall. It is the Wall of Fame, and what we do over here is you get to send in your pictures of what you've created, and you have the chance to win a couple of prizes, realistically. Spelby, you get started, please.
Okay, cool. So this is number 85.
Love that.
This is really cool. So a quick crocheted wrap bracelet, inspiration from Frankie, but I used Ceylon thread, multi-size clear crackled quartz, and the cord ends with an S-clasp anklet version next for the festival season. And that, I don't know who it's from.
Fiona.
Oh gosh. Clearly need glasses.
The biggest word on there.
Look, to be fair, it was right at the very top.
Right. Yeah.
But
Do you know what I love, Spelby, about you? The fact that you're holding it up. You can hold it wherever you want, but you don't. You're holding it and then going down to read it. I love that piece. I've been crocheting all on my 2 days off, pretty much. It's all I've done, yeah. I love this. How gorgeous. This would go great at design. Oh, more crochet. This would go great at design that we had with those stars before, actually. And this says, hi to everyone at JM. Here's my latest piece for the Wall of Fame. It's a 5-strand crochet piece, which I think is shell chips. Help me out here, please, as I can't advertise it for sale if I'm not sure what it is. Thanks. Good luck, everyone. Take care. Romaline Rogers in Wigan. Why are you chuckling?
Because you were doing the same as me.
Yeah. These are, it's definitely shell, 110%. I'd personally describe them as shell buttons, though, as opposed to nuggets, because the nugget ones are usually a bit more irregular.
Yeah, and
I would say shell buttons myself.
Yeah, they're cute.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. Good luck to you. You are 88.
Okay, and I've got number 86 here, and this is really nice. I love this. Okay. So it says, hi everyone, this necklace is my entry for the Wall of Fame this week. I hope you like it. The necklace is made of faceted round amethyst with silver plated carved beads, kumihimo made from purple zari thread, and animal print clasps, all from JM. I made it for my neighbour Sonia, who was recovering from long illness, and I made it in her favourite colour purple to cheer her up. Good luck to everyone with the Wall of Fame entries. I need to win to buy more gorgeous gems. Have fun. And this is from Indrani. I hope I said that right. I'm really sorry, but that is really beautiful.
That is really pretty.
Really
love those cord ends. I've got a feeling we've got some amazing cord ends coming up. Something a bit different. I absolutely adore this one, Spelby. So
really
far
cool.
up your street.
Yeah.
This says, hi JewelleryMaker, wait for it. First ever entry to the Wall of Fame, which is a shock, even for me, as I'm addicted to your show. This is one of my first wire-wrapped cabochons, and I really enjoy making this piece. There has been so much positive feedback. I might make another in a different colour. The agate cabochon and silver wire, all from JM. Thanks for the fun and information you provide every day. And that is from Sophia in Shropshire. Sophia, first entry, congratulations. I just think it's beautiful.
It's stunning, isn't it?
Really stunning.
And you just get to see that stone. It's just beautiful.
See all that stone. 89, you are lovely. Good luck to you.
Okay, and got number 87. I love these.
Love those.
Hi, this is my Wall of Fame entry earrings made with antique bronze findings. The gems are 4mm round peridot and 10mm faceted clear quartz, and they're all from JM. And that's from Jonathan. That's really nice.
That is stunning. Love them. Really pretty. I like the way you've got the green with that antique bronze. Really pretty. Thank you so much for them. We're going to come back to the Wall of Fame later. You ready for this? Look. Hold that.
It's like a magic trick.
Yeah. Get walking. Da, 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 da. Wait, it's tangled. Where are you going? Da, 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 da. Look at the size of this strand of ruby. Thank you very much, my glamorous assistant. Yeah. Just call me Paul. You can be Debbie. I have got a stunning, stunning strand of ruby here for you. The longest length I personally have ever seen. This could last you months, really, if you want your ruby. Stunning amount here, and I promise you it's going to be under £60, and boy, do I mean it. We'll see you in a moment or two. Stay where you are and back after this break.
I've been on the introduction to beadwork from JewelleryMaker, and the class was run by Linda, who I've watched on television many times, and always thought, well, I must go to that class because I've bought a lot of the jewellery, the lovely stones, but never ever sat down really and studied it. It's much easier when somebody explains what you've got to do. So I've made necklaces, I've made some lovely earrings, and it's good because we've got all the choice of beads stones we're able to use, and I've had a thoroughly good day. And of course I dragged my daughter along, who's kept me in tow, so it's open to all ages. It was super. We met a very good crowd.
Join the jewellery making fun with this fantastic In the Mix DVD. This DVD includes 4 different techniques with 4 different guest designers. Debbie Bulford shows us how to create elegant polymer clay pendants. Laura Binding is here to show us a beautiful wire-wrapped ring. Mark Smith with his fantastic macrame earrings using beading thread and gemstones. And finally Liz Welch with jewel enamel pendants. You'll be surprised just how many different ways there are to make new and exciting pieces of jewellery. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
Do you have a question that you need answering?
Well, did you know you can ask to speak to an accredited jewellery professional in our call centre?
Trained by the GIA, you can ask us any gemological question and we'll do our best to help.
We don't just sell gemstones, we know gemstones.
That's why when you buy from us, you're buying with confidence. Buy your genuine gemstones from genuine accredited jewellery professionals. Download the JewelleryMaker app today. You can watch our JewelleryMaker shows live, view all the details of the item that is currently on air, as well as browsing all the items from today's show. You can also minimize the video or switch to use as a companion app. Get the JewelleryMaker app today and boost your viewing experience.
The Collector's Choice features high-caliber gemstones which are prized for their outstanding attributes. They could be examples of rare gemstones, gemstones of pure clarity or exceptional quality. They're all hand-faceted by our experienced lapidarists in our cutting houses in the heart of Jaipur. This maximises the brilliance and lustre of the gemstones. The Collector's Choice from JewelleryMaker.
Welcome back, everybody. I have got a huge treat for you now. Not only is it one of the most noted gemstones in the world, it's one of the big 4, and I'm about to bring you the longest length I've ever brought to you before of a faceted strand. It is your ruby. Come on in and get it whilst you can, because we had this strand on Sunday. It sold out. Lovely producer Pip saved us some. He saved us some for this morning show. It's not a huge quantity. I haven't got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these. I've got enough for you who want it. So you've got to come in quickly if you want to get your hands on this right now, because this is a totally natural strand of your ruby that I have in front of you today. And it is an absolutely archetypal colour and tone, isn't it? When we're talking about ruby, we are talking about prestige. You know, you're talking about one of the big 4 that we've got here today. You're talking about a gemstone that everyone realistically will know the name of. You know, if you think of those high-end gemstones, you will be thinking of the big 4. When you think about ones with history and status, you know, ruby is definitely one that's going to be popping into your mind, especially when you've got it in this tone. Now, you know, and I know, you can get a different range of ruby colours, can't you? Of course, we know that ruby's always going to have that red back tone, but you can get a big range of colour within it. And you have got an element of those different colours in here, actually. If I can show you a section. Can you see how you've got those kind of red, really deep, rich red tones, and you've got the slightly gentler red tones there? It's really nice. It's almost a shaded strand, actually. As you look across it, you'll be able to see, you know, different areas of colour. I love and adore the fact that I have got a natural gemstone here for you, but not just in a small amount, a massive amount, 90 centimetres in total. Now, if you're thinking for a totally and absolutely natural ruby, as this one is here today, you're thinking about, you know, generally a huge price hike because it is natural. We say generally on average for our ruby in the trade, it's obviously a general rule, but general in the trade rule is if you have a treated ruby, so whether that be heated or whether that be filled or whether that be irradiated or whatever it might be, we usually say that there's an average price hike for a natural variety of around about 50% in total. But with this today, you are getting such a massive amount, and realistically, that price hike isn't coming into play with this at all. I can't even fit all of it on my hand, there's so much here. If you think our average strand length generally about 30 centimetres from kind of tassel to tassel, so we're kind of looking at this point, you are getting such a large amount on top of that realistically. That means you don't have to go and buy, you know, 4 individual strands, do you? You don't have to go and buy 4 individual strands, 3 individual strands to get this amount. You can just get it all in one place. We're going to be working out about 50p per centimetre of ruby. That is just astonishing, isn't it, realistically? If you're thinking centimetre worth, you know, we're talking about that amount there, that's it. Like, for 50 pence, that is astonishing. For 50p, you can't even buy yourself, yeah, a chocolate bar, you can't buy yourself a packet of crisps, can you? You can't at all. But to get ruby for that price, be honest, if someone offered you a packet of crisps or a centimetre's worth of ruby, what would you go for?
I was going to say, depends what crisp. No, it would always be the ruby.
I'm not going to ask you any more questions.
Yay!
I have got just a stunning amount here for you. It is completely natural, it is African. Your sizing on this, by the way, because there is a graduation. Nice, delicate 2x1, all the way to around the centre of about a 5x2, so a gorgeous graduation there for you. It means you're going to be able to do a delicate pair of earrings or a nice chunky bracelet piece if you want to as well. It is ruby, it is prestige, and for 90 centimetres worth, you're going to be blown away by the price. Today, for you, just £44.95. Now, I'm saying to you that our average length of gemstone strand is approximately 30 centimetres, isn't it? So you're getting 3 times, well, you're getting 2 extra strands essentially at that price. So per strand, if you're thinking about it, yeah, we have sold, you're absolutely right, Pip, we have sold 30 centimetre strands about £45, completely and absolutely. So realistically, if this were 3 individual strands, how much would that work out at, Pip? So if you get £44.95, divide it by 3. Say it again. No, divide it by, sorry. Yeah, divide it by. About £15 each. We do not give you natural ruby that has been faceted in a 30 centimetre strand for around £15, do we?
To be honest, they're normally a little bit shorter, aren't they, when you
You're
get
right,
the high
actually,
end?
I was going to say that. They're normally about 27, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not normally the full strands, they're
No.
the shorter ones.
Yeah. I just think that's amazing. Spelby, I'd love to hear what you would be doing with this.
With that, I would be thinking of making a nice little sort of ring with just a few of them going along. You've got lots of scope with those. They're lovely accent beads, like you say, earrings, delicate earrings. That strand is just going to go on and on and on.
Yeah.
And what you could almost do is cut it into sections, because obviously is it graduated? Yeah, so
yes, it is.
You could kind of cut the graduated, in, you know, the smaller sections and the graduated, and crimp the ends so that you've got it in the sections that you need for the pieces that you want.
Love that idea so much. How pretty are they? They are just beautiful as a collection, aren't they? How much would you be looking at selling a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wrap bracelet and even a 2 wrap ring? Bearing in mind, you know, I've got loads spare there going. It could be hundreds, couldn't it, realistically? Yeah. It could be, easily. And just in time for July. Absolutely true there. Absolutely true with that. Do keep checking out those baskets, everybody. Spelby, you know, when you think of ruby, ruby. 3 words, spellbinding, go.
Luxurious.
Oh, you didn't do the
I know. I was
my
like, don't do them, don't do them.
Spellbinding's first word. That is always, yeah, good.
Special.
Yes.
I don't know, making up for now. I can't stop. And
Yeah.
beautiful.
Why special? Why does that one come to
Because when you think of ruby, everyone recognises it, don't they? Everybody knows ruby. If you said it to anybody, they would know what it is. They'd know it as a gemstone.
Yeah.
So I think that's why it's special, because if you're able to say to somebody that's, you know, that's ruby in there, they would be like, oh wow, because they would know, they would recognise it.
They recognise it, know it and understand
Yeah.
it. Absolutely love that about this. Keep on checking out baskets, lovely ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get your hands on this ruby. And face it, you know, looking at even you wouldn't be spending £15 on a strand usually, but you are here today. That's all it's working out at approximately. Morning ladies, please could you wish my partner Chris a very happy birthday for today. He watches JM with me and loves everything you do, thanks. Hello Chris, happy birthday Chris. I hope you're watching today and you've got your feet up. Are you being treated? Did you have to make breakfast? If you did, that's unacceptable. Get Andrew out making. Happy birthday to you, lovely Chris. What would you like to say to Chris for his birthday? A song, a poem, a rap?
I just say have a really lovely and wonderful day. Happy birthday.
Love that. Not quite as good as a rap, but I wanted to rap as well.
You rap then.
What?
Go on, you do a rap.
What rhymes with Chris? Hiss, tis, this, whiz.
So you've got help.
What? Oh my God!
Because you
They're
can
not
make them
telling me
talk to you.
anything. They're silent. It's like tumbleweed in there. Chris. Hey you Chris, how's it going? Hope you like watching what we're showing. It's nice to see you. Have a good day. Wanna say happy birthday!
Yay!
That's for you, Chris. Did you like the actions? They just happen naturally. And on that note, let's finish the show. No, not really. Happy birthday, Chris, lovely. £44.95 for you. Do feel free to put that on your Facebook page, Chris. I'm sure loads of people would love to see my talent. Where are we going to, lovely? Hammer. Oh, way up. This one? Yes, I can. Hammer time. You misspelled me doing a little hammer time song.
I'm not doing anything.
Oh yeah, I know you. I have got a multi-headed hammer for you here today, and it is interchangeable heads that we've got. It is your texturing hammer that I've got here for you today, and look at all these different faces you've got. 9 faces in total that we've got here. This is so super duper easy to use, it really is. Do you want me to show you? Because it's so easy. Because a lot of the time with the interchangeable heads, what we do is you'll just kind of glue them on, won't you? You just kind of stick them on. With these, this is super duper safe. This is such a safe variety. So you see, we're taking off the section of the head here, this is kind of like the knot that goes over the top. And then pick which one you want. What am I fancying? Oh, I fancy the easiest one to get out, which is this one here. Oh, I like that one actually. So all we have to do is, can you see on the picture actually, it's got a little bit of a lip on it, hasn't it? Now that means that when we place this into place, and you put the kind of nut over the top of it, that's going to hold in place. Now the reason that that is really important is because it's not just going to pop out, it's not just going to fall out. I know a lot of people, Gemma Crow says that on some of the hammers that she's had, you know, you can't actually keep it over the top separately, you loop it on itself, which means that once you work hardening or texturing, it actually comes loose throughout, which can be really, really dangerous. You know, if you're getting overzealous with a piece of 1.5, the last thing you want is a big metal head flowing at you, is it? Really? Isn't it?
Break the TV.
Break the TV? Oh, that would be awful, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's grounds for divorce, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'd blame the dog. Yeah. But you have got something that's really super duper safe here. It's really locked into place. And you have got all of this different variety of heads. I'm being told that you've used it on a bracelet today.
Yeah, the one I'm wearing actually.
Ah.
I'll show you that one. I mean, this is one that because obviously, as I said, all my work's, everything's in my conservatory. So I found a little bit of my copper sheet. So I just hammered it and then I've used a kind of diamond shaped one.
Oh yeah, I love
And
that.
I've done it in different directions. I've actually gone along it in one way and then gone along it the opposite direction to give that sort of texture. And yeah, and it's really easy to use. It's great, I love it.
It is a fantastic hammer, I have to say. So simple to use. You've got absolutely loads in there. It's really nicely weighted as well. Don't forget, this is professional jewellery making hammer. So it's not like you can just, I don't know, pop down to your local B&Q, DIY store. Others are available. Others are available. Such as, I can only think of two, yeah? Such as B&Q, Focus, or Home Base. Wilkinson's also, but that's not actually a DIY store, is it really?
No. No.
They sell everything, as do many other stores in total. Anyway, you wouldn't just go down to your local DIY store, would you, and be able to get a hammer like this, not with textures on, that's perfectly weighted for jewellery making. But today, you don't have to even leave your sofa. Your price point today is just £24.95 for you today. How much would it be if you had to buy 9 individual hammers? Because that's essentially what you get in here, isn't it? You know, you're getting all of these different faces that work out like 9 different hammers that you would have to purchase. That price point is just fantastic, isn't it? What do you think of that price, Belby?
I think it's great. As I said, I've got it, so I think it's brilliant. And I've got it even though I don't use the metal sheet very much. I'm a bit inexperienced with it, you know, I'm only sort of dabbling. But it was definitely, as soon as I saw it, it was something I knew I had to have.
Yeah.
It's so easy to use. It's just great. And to have that variety of different textures and to have it all together. Yeah, it's brilliant.
I love it, and it's working out, you know, per different face, per different hammer, it's working out at about, well, less than £3 per one. That's astonishing. It really, really is. You can use this with the rubber block. You can use this with the steel block as well, if you want to, just for kind of... Pardon?
The sandbag. I was trying to give it a subtle hint then.
And the sandbag as well. The tools in front of me do have the pliers. Yes, poppet chops. Yeah, let's do that next. Well done, everyone who got that. You're going to love this next one in particular, because not only have I got professional, kind of intricate tipped pliers, I've also got loads of wire, spellbinding. I'm going to have to do this too. Look at her face. And your mandrel as well. Honestly, there's so much going on here. I've never been able to bring you this mandrel before. This is your bezel mandrel, and it is 11 inches. Now, Spelby, I've never brought this. Tell us what we're going to be doing with this gorgeous, elongated, delicate bezel.
Well, it's just really handy, like, for creating the shapes with your wire, so you can create that, again, that consistency. Coils, is it just a round shape one? Because we've got quite a few in different shapes.
Round bezel.
Yeah, so it's really good to create that sort of cone effects if you wanted to hammer onto if you want to. Your flat wire, your sheet wire, well, your sheet metal, anything really.
It's fantastic, isn't it? It's great that you've got such a kind of long length there. You don't have to kind of mess about, because sometimes we make bigger bales than maybe our 6-step bale making pliers will permit.
Yeah, and again, as I said, I often use the large wag, is it the maxi wags Y cone?
Yes,
to sort of really round out my bales, because you know, like a ring mandrel to round it out.
Yeah.
So you've got that there to be able to, if you do really large bales, you've got that variety there, that scope.
Fantastic. So I've got one of those. I've got your long chain nose pliers. Now, it does what it says on the tin essentially. You've got a really elongated nibble nose to these ones, and they go down to a real precision point. Now, the great thing about these as kind of a tool is the fact that you can, you know, when sometimes we'll be making something and you'll get those wires, in particular things like your 0.4, that'll stick out and dig into you, and it can be hard once you're in the middle of a weave perhaps to kind of nib those in, kind of get them hidden. With these, it makes your life so much easier. Yeah. You don't have to worry about ruining your weave. You don't have to worry about knocking something else out of the way and bunching it up and then you can't unbunch it. You just get them in that little space, you just squidge it around, you're nice, you're safe, you're sorted. But don't forget, we can use these with things like our chain mail as well, just to, you know, open and close your jump rings. Really easy with those ones. Here's where wire envy comes in, methinks. It is Spellbinding's favourite colour, first off. I love your face, just in general, but especially when you're throwing a bit of a strop. 0.6 in the copper, 10 metres worth there. I've also got 0.4 in the copper as well, 10 metres worth there. I've got copper of 15 mil as well, at 15 metres worth, and that's your 0.25. And then, kadumph, 1 mil, 50 metres. So in total I've got 50, 60, 70, 85 metres worth of copper wire. Spelby, I know this is absolutely your all-time favourite of coppers. And what do you think of the selection?
I think it's brilliant. You've got everything you need there, haven't you? You've got your 1 mil as your structure wire. You've got your 0.25 and your 0.4 as weaving wires. So both of those can create completely different looks. You know, your 0.4 will create a more textural look, whereas 0.25 is more intricate. And you've got your 0.6 just pretty much your Viking knit with, your rosary links with, the works. So
let's get that pricing, shall we? Should be £36.20, but I'm going to poke it if that's all right. I'm going to poke it down. Poke down. Come on, come on. Prodding it on. When Guardian dropped the price. Oh, it didn't work. My magic's rubbish. It's the same price. I'll try again. Izzy Wizzy, let's get price drop busy. Ka-ching! Yay! £26.95. What do you think of that?
That's just brilliant, isn't it?
Just for the wire.
Just for the wire.
Honest.
But then to have those tools as well. And it's just essential. I mean, I use those tools. I have got those tools. They're brilliant for being able to sort of get into those intricate places.
Yes.
And again, for just flattening, you know, if you just want to flatten your wire a little, you can go a little bit further because it's got more, you know, it's just great.
It really does. It's just spectacular, isn't it? Loads of you are coming in for this. I've got people in Cheshire, I've got people in Italy, I've got people in Wales, I've got people in Scotland, people in Ireland as well coming in for this. All over. Everyone all over is coming in there. I do love how I accidentally just mentioned all sort of the countries, but just did Cheshire as a word. And Cheshire, I am a Cheshire girl, but I realise it's not a country. Somerset's in as well as Angus in Yorkshire, Shropshire's in, Devon's in with us today, as well as Wrexham. Hey up, Sue in Wrexham, used to work in Wrexham. Loads of you coming in for this. It's lovely to see absolutely every single one of you. That price just for this wire is astonishing. I'm trying to think, can you remember, Spelby, how much is 1 mil? 50 metres?
I'm not sure, is it?
What?
I don't know, 12, 14.95.
It's about 14.95 I've got in my mind.
Yeah.
And if that is the case, realistically, for all of that extra wire and this, it's amazing. It really, really is. Pugsy 25 is your code on this one today. I just think it's a great price point. I really, really do. The cabochons are coming in at the bottom. Those, pardon? Oh, those are the cabochons that we gave to lovely Spelby. These are going to be great with what you're doing because you're working with it now.
I am, and I'm using 1 mil and 0.4.
Which is what we've got in this collection.
Which is what I used on the DVD as well.
We use it on the DVD too.
Yeah, so...
I almost thought for a second, hey up, she used copper on the DVD, obviously. Did you miss out on the DVD? Be honest. If you did, we will recap it very shortly, so do not worry yourself. Hold on to your socks, it's coming up for you later. $24.95 for you today. Bringing to you, what a great price point now. On the table, matrix box. Yes. Matrix box, these infinity hooks that we've got here. Let me show you. Oh, I love these ones. These are very, very pretty. Take a little look. You've got the infinity hooks and the shepherd's hooks here, shepherd shaped hooks for you here. You're getting you're getting 2 different designs in 4 different colours. So this is one design that you've got here that is kind of your J hooks. 22 by 10 on these. You're getting 4 in this colour. So you're getting 4 in the black. You're getting 4 in the silver. I'll show you the different colours because you get all the same colours in the different designs. 4 in the silver, You're also going to be getting 4 in the gold as well. Really pretty how you shine to that gold. And then this kind of copper colour as well, which actually works perfectly. If you did just buy that wire, it goes absolutely perfectly with it. So a great way to actually maybe even finish off something like this pendant you're going to learn to make on your DVD. I've also got your infinity loops as well. Same range of colours, and you've got that different shape. So an infinity clasp, for an infinity necklace. Oh, that is good, isn't it? We're doing what? A price match? Right. Should be £8.95. But we're going to roll it down. We're rolling it down for you today. This is rolling down. We're taking it down to the lowest price we're allowed to, bar DVDs, £6.95. You're getting 30 of these here for you today. You've got a clasp for every single project that you're going to need, haven't you? You've got the different colours, whether you've got your beautiful copper wire that we've just had on screen, whether you've got your gold wire, your silver wire, or whether you're going for a bit of the steampunk. You've got the different looks here. You've got hooks that everybody's going to be able to use, even people with dexterity problems. You know, they're not tiny little fiddly bits bobs, are they?
No.
Yeah,
No.
you know.
I do know. What I think is great about those is when you're creating your own hooks out of the thicker wire, you have to do a little loop so that you don't have a sharp edge. But that little loop is quite a big loop because of the wire being so thick.
Yes.
With those, you've got the solid hook, but some of them have got really tiny little hooks on the end of them, which means that they'll go through any jump ring sizing.
Ooh, come here.
Which means that you know, you've got a bit more variety. Can you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So that the little hook there is a lot, and it's brilliant if you've got dexterity issues and you can't make your own hooks with a thicker wire, because you know sometimes it can be quite hard to sort of manipulate.
Yeah.
And it's to be fair, it's done for you.
Yeah, it is. It's done for you. And for 30 of these approximately, with the box and the lid at £6.95, it is just phenomenal. It really, really is. We always need clasps, don't we, Spelby?
So one thing that I find I go through the most of is the little, in the findings kits we get the little ribbon cord endings with the little S clasp. I'm always taking off the end cord findings and just using the clasp for everything, you know, so it is something that for me is a staple.
Yeah, you go through it so quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, and even though you can make your own, sometimes it's nice not to have to, or you might not have the materials there. If you've got that, it's a small little box, you can just put it somewhere nice and you know handy, and you can just go to it straight away and it's there for you.
Thank you so much. You're absolutely right. It's there for you. Going from infinity clasp to infinity necklace and beyond. Oh, what? Why didn't you dress up as Buzz Lightyear for the DVD?
Why'd it have to be Buzz?
What?
Why'd it have to be?
Because he's the one that says to infinity and beyond.
You could have dressed up as him.
Well, I'm not even on the DVD, so what are you talking about?
Claire's fault, she named it.
Maybe when I get this home, I'll just sit at home in a Buzz Lightyear costume and watch it, shall I?
Yeah, you need to send a picture.
Okay, yeah, cool. So, if you have only just tuned in, you may well have missed out on this. It is Spellbinding's brand new DVD, the Infinity Pendant, £4.95. You get shown for one of the first times, I think, a full project from start to finish in much, much detail, showing you exactly how to give those professional finishing techniques, showing you exactly how to put a little bit of a twist on it as well. You know, I've got the one here that we're going to be learning, but also on the DVD we will be talking about how to make it your own, you know, how to give it your own look, how to give it your own twist, how to balance it out properly. It is a fantastic DVD, round about an hour's worth in length, and it is £4.95 for you today. Just great price. Who's the presenter on this week, Spelby?
I believe it's Carol.
You believe?
Pretty sure it's Carol, isn't it? Yeah, it's Carol.
I love that you can't remember. Wait, I believe it's Carol.
No, it's because
it's CGI'd in
no, it's because I've done another one, and I'm just remembering.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it was Carol.
We've got a DVD filming coming up as
Yeah,
well.
that should be fun.
That should be fun. When's that?
Beginning of June.
All right. Send me a text, remind me. £4.95. Get it whilst you can, because it's been extremely popular so far. So if you want to learn how to make this gorgeous pendant and all of those essential techniques, then you absolutely can right now. Etty 45 is your code for you right now. It is beautiful. You get shown how to add a gemstone. You want a nice drilled gemstone for this, but of course you can do it with a cabochon. You get shown how to do wire weaving, how to tidy the wires, balancing and finishing, and some handy hints and tips in there as well. 42 in baskets. May as well just check it out, hadn't you? Like they always say on Supermarket Sweep, check it out. Did you used to watch Supermarket Sweep?
I did.
I knew it. I knew it. You totally strike me as the type. You really do. Yeah, I used to love Supermarket
Used to watch it in
Sweep.
school holidays.
In school holidays.
Yeah.
I always wanted to do that bit where you run around with all the,
Yeah,
you
at
get
the
like
very
the inflatables.
Yeah, at the end where you have to just run around and just chuck everything in your trolley. It's great.
Love
That's the only bit I wanted to watch. The rest of it was a bit boring.
I love that. I always think that as well. Why, when you just get to go wild and add whatever you want, are they always going for like
deciding?
Yeah, bread, toilet roll, just weighing out the mushrooms. Oh, just go for it.
Just scoop it in.
Just scoop it in. Yeah, that's exactly what I do. I'd be in the meat aisle. I would. Like that.
Yeah.
You would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Chocolate, cheese aisle would be there. Wine aisle, well, I couldn't possibly say, but maybe. Yeah, I'd be going mad. Who's buying bread that goes out of date within 2 days? Anyway, it's only annoyed me since I was 8. I'm over it now. Loads of you coming in for this. I've got about 50 in baskets now, to be honest. Check out whilst you can. ETTY 45. Well done, absolutely, everybody. £4.95 for you today. I'm going to mosey on over to Spelby. Do you know what? You've got these gorgeous earrings coming up for you later on. Genuine 925. I've never seen them before. They are stunning. I'm waltzing on over to Spelby, who, as per usual...
Well, to be fair, you sprung that one on me.
You've been sat there nattering, haven't you?
Surprised me. I wasn't ready.
Did I surprise you?
Yeah, you sprung that on me. Like, come in, I'm coming over.
Hi, friends.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to have a nosy at these pieces. I was going to say, oh, look at these pieces.
They won't stay on there, but they're little earrings. When you put them in, they sit properly, but when you're trying to put them on there, they just won't have any of it.
They weren't having any of it. Oh, I better put this on just so you can get full effect. You have done so much with this ruby in here as well. How is it to work with this kit?
Really lovely. I really enjoyed it. It was just lovely. And again, you know, the variety that you get there, the cabochons, yeah, they sit nicely and they're like little flower buds really, but they won't sit on the stand very well.
I love that. I love this bangle as well. How intricate is this? You've got genuine, real deal ruby and ruby spotted agate in this selection. I am so overwhelmed by the amount you've done. You know, pieces wise, you've got a lot of wire work in there and some gorgeous statement all the way to the really subtle.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought. I'd just mix it up a little bit. I mean, there's 4, 5, 6 pieces there. No, 5. 5. I can't count, clearly. I've still got some of the ruby left.
Yeah.
I've still got some of the wire left. You know, it's just beautiful. It was just really lovely to work with.
I just think, look at that. I mean, come on. That is intricate. That is beauty, isn't it?
Well, that was going to be an ear cuff, and then it went a bit wrong. So I just thought I'm going to form it over the cabochon and see, oh, that looks pretty, and then just sort of build it around that.
Yeah, that's a great thing about this kit, though. You know, even if it does go slightly awry, you've still got plenty to work with. This kit is an exceptional price point, really is. And what I will say to you is, you know, ruby spotted agate isn't something we see that often, let alone a big carat weight. You know, 250 carats worth we've got here. Now, what is ruby spotted agate? Well, it kind of does what it says on the tin, realistically. For any of you who know, for example, your ruby zoisite, of course, you know, it is zoisite with speckles of ruby. This is essentially the same. You can see, oh, I love the feel of these.
Yeah, they're really lovely.
Wow, they're so tactile, aren't they? You can see that you've got that beautiful agate at the back there that's got this really nice, kind of different depths to it. It almost looks a little bit vintage. It almost looks like a painting, actually, doesn't it? Very vintage looking, with that lovely crackled effect in there. And that's just the naturally occurring agate, the way that it looks. And then you do have these beautiful ruby red elements within there that are just so, so delightful. They're so pretty. I adore that of this collection I've got here, I've got different shapes. Did you in yours?
Yeah, I actually had... I had quite large pieces, but they were all kind of oval shaped. So yeah, you've got slightly smaller pieces there. It's just, I would be getting a couple just to get that variety of the stones, really, because that's just beautiful as well, that selection.
Isn't it? It's a beautiful variety, a stunning selection. They are polished front and back, and as we know, Spelby, you always say, you know, don't just use the front if you don't want to.
No, make it reversible if you wanted to.
And these are reversible, because you can see they are kind of polished on the back as well, which not all cabochons are. Of my variety, I've got 4 here, and there's about 250 carats worth in total. Tying into that, I've got, look, gorgeous ruby. A lot of ruby on this as well. Big pieces of ruby. You're looking at around about a 10 by 2 mil on some of these rubies. So that's a huge amount you've got there.
Yeah.
And of course, tying in stunningly to that gemstone I've not seen before, the ruby spotted agate. It just goes so, so perfectly well. And actually, I think that if we were to pair this with maybe a high shine faceted ruby, it could look a little bit unusual. But because we've decided and opted to stick to that really nice organic look of the ruby, it fits in perfectly with that. It really does. I'm now going to bring you silver wire. Now, silver wire on Designer Inspiration it's like gold dust, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is like gold dust, especially in this variety. I've got 0.8 mil, so nice and structural there for you, 10 meters worth in silver. I've got your 0.6 as well, 10 meters worth there. I've got one that honestly I think some people might sell their cat for, 0.4 silver. I haven't seen this on Design Inspiration. It feels like a very, very, very long time.
No.
This is really the wire that whenever we run out of it, you know, people messaging, people texting, people calling. And I've also got 15 meters worth of your 0.25 there as well. So let's reiterate, 15 meters worth on this one. So I've got 10, 20, 30, 45 meters worth of wire in the silver. I've got a double length strand of your ruby, and I've got this gorgeous collection of your ruby spotted agate. Your price point today for a touch of ruby, I genuinely think if this were £38, it would be extremely popular, because you've got genuine real deal ruby in here, and you've got a huge amount, about 280 carats worth. But we are going to roll it down. Now, this is ruby spotted agate, a double strand of ruby as well. That price point you're going to see should just be for those two. £26.95 for you today. That is beyond belief, realistically. You have got one of the most regal gemstones in the world, a gemstone that is renowned, a gemstone that is loved worldwide with the agate. You've then, with the ruby, you've then got the ruby encrusting almost this beautiful agate, which is just sensational. Imagine doing kind of a bit of a soutache style with the agate and with the nuggets around the outside would just be astonishing, because it ties in so beautifully with the internals of that gorgeous gemstone. What do you think of that price? I know we didn't tell you the price of that one before.
I think that's brilliant. I mean, look at what I've got left. Look at my wire that I've got left. If you think of how much, like you say, intricately woven pieces I've done.
You've got a huge amount.
Got a huge amount. I've done the cuff, I've done 2 heavily wired pendants, and I've still got a little handful of the rubies left, so I've got enough to make a nice little tree of life with if I wanted to. I could make a tree of life cuff if I wanted to.
Perfect.
You know, there's still so
loads
much.
You could do there, isn't there? Absolutely loads. I just think it's a sensational price for that.
Yeah.
And a huge discount as well, realistically.
Yeah.
You know, just for the ruby and the ruby spotted agate as well.
Yeah, I mean, those I haven't seen those before. They're really different. And like you say, I mean, that one that you've got there is really nicely domed as well. It's quite a thick piece. So you could really sort of, I would probably keep that quite minimal, the framing around it, and just let that shine through, you know, because it's so pretty inside. That's lush. I just love them all.
It's amazing, that price, but for essentially, you know, less than £30 just for a double strand of ruby would be sensational. It really would. I just think it's a gorgeous, gorgeous collection. I really do. What did you say, lovely Pip? You're not going to believe this. He said he really liked price matching that box before, so he wants to price match this as well to something we've had on. He's going to price match it to the first kit we had. You are going to roll the price of this down. Your price point today is rolling down. Get it whilst you can. Pip's just got to £24.95 for you today. You know, we were saying earlier on about, you know, how you'd be expecting to pay about £20 for a strand of ruby usually. You're getting a strand of ruby, you're getting beautiful cabochons as well with those elements of ruby, and you're getting 45 metres worth of wire.
I would be thinking of that with just the wire and the cabochons,
Yes.
and as the ruby as a bonus, to have that strand of ruby as an amazing bonus.
An amazing bonus.
But those, again, it's for me, I haven't seen them before, and they're different. I haven't, you know,
The
it's
spotted agate.
yeah. So it's something that you can use as your selling point if you sell, or if you give as a gift. Again, give it as a gift to somebody whose birthstay's July, or has a relative that, you know, July means something to them, ruby means something to them, and you've got that sort of something a bit interesting and something a bit different, a talking point.
Definitely a talking point. Well done, everyone. You've all just paid only £24.95 for this, everyone. Even those people who came in and got it straight away, you're all just paying £24.95. I genuinely love and adore these cabs. It's really hard for you to see, purely because, you know, you're in a 2D environment here. You're watching it through a TV screen. It's really hard for you to see that actually, you know, you've got a lot of depth to this.
Yeah.
There's areas in here that you can actually see through and into the stone. I know it looks quite flat to you, but it's absolutely not, is it? It's gorgeous.
No.
Really interesting look and appeal. Well done, everyone who's coming in and getting those. Names have gone off my screen, so I can't say hello to you all, but it's lovely to see you all. Pip, oh, just called you Pete, awkward. Pip is going to put at the bottom of the screen and the copper wire that we had on earlier, because he thinks it'll go really nicely with this, and I think you're right. Yeah. We had all of that wire on earlier on in the copper colour. It's at the bottom of your screen. It's coming on your screen now. You also got the mandrel, and you got those nose pliers as well for £24.95. So fantastic. Thinking that you could get that much wire and that much treats for that price, astonishing. Okay, I'm with you, Spellbig. Where are we going?
Fine. I'm going to do a little pendant on the end, so just it's quite a simple little technique, and again, you can, you know, use this with any kind of chips or bead combination. You were saying about there being slightly larger stones in this strand of ruby, and you're absolutely right. And what I did was I put them to one side because I used the smaller ones for the earrings, which is done in a similar way, and use the larger ones to fill the sort of pendant up, so that you can really get to see each and every one of those. And the larger the stone, the more you can see of that, like, internal, is it matrix? I don't know the proper wording for it, but you can see all of it. It's just
characteristics.
that sounds better than me.
Half my stock has gone on that, by the way, just to let you know.
Okay, so I'm going to use for this the 0.8 and the 0.4 wire for this, okay? I used the 0.25 for a lot of the weaving on that one, because then, and that was what I was saying about getting that sort of softer, sort of intricate look. Yeah. But for this, I used 0.4 for the weaving on the cuff, just because I wanted it to have a bit more stability to it. Okay. So let's just see where my 0.8 is. Here it is. So what I'm going to do is cut a length, probably about just under half of a metre. About over half a metre on a ruler. Human ruler.
62 centimetres.
About.
Why do you always have to say that?
Because it's only about.
Yeah,
it's not approximately. Right, doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do is just bring the two ends together, so I get that nice sort of rounded shape there. Take my round nose pliers, place them in the centre, just bring the wires all the way around. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I want that to be quite small, because what I'm going to do is just create a base for the chips to sort of go, so I can sew them in and create that kind of pendant effect. Okay. So bring it round, and then I'm just going to just bring the wire around again and again, and I'm going to keep doing this till I get the size that I want, really. But I want to keep it sort of quite circular as well, because I want it to have that, so it looks like a nice little pendant. Okay. So keep going, and you don't want these to be too open, because you don't want the stones to sort of fall through the gaps. No. So you want it, but you need it to be open enough for you to be able to get the wire through.
I see.
Okay.
To weave it.
Yeah. It's not even weaving; it's just literally sewing.
Sewing. Okay.
Which, considering I hate sewing, it's quite.
Yeah.
But I just thought this was really simple and effective. So you want it to look quite neat. It's up to you, but you just want that kind of effect, okay? And what you want to do is keep going, but you need to make sure that you leave enough room here, enough of the excess wire to be able to make the bail out of, okay?
Yeah.
Now when you do this, you only need enough to be able to make the bail and just bring it around. So you're not going to do any decoration, but you could if you wanted to, but we're going to keep this quite nice and simple, okay? So just you've got your wires like that. Now obviously there's no, if I was to push that like that, it's going to sort of spring out. So what I want to do is when I'm weaving my stones in is I'm going to need to make sure that I kind of stitch this together as well to secure the whole piece.
Okay.
Okay, so you carry on like that. And then just take this, what I'm going to do is just using my, well, I'm just using my flat nose pliers, but it doesn't matter, your chain nose pliers are fine. Just sort of straighten that wire up nice and straight. Pop that plier in there, and again, I don't want this to be a really wide bail because again, it's that balance thing again. You don't want to have this massive bail and this tiny pendant. You need it to be kind of balanced. So if you open that like that, you can tweak it a little bit if you need to. Okay, and you can straighten that out after. So that's your bail, which we'll do in a minute. I'll place that down. And I'm going to take my 0.4 wire. Again, I'm going to cut probably about 1 metre of this off now because I'm going to be, if I can get the weaving done for the bail in with this, then that's, you know, it means it's no adding in. No, makes it nice and continuous. So I'm just going to secure this section here together, and that will secure my bail wires together. Little tiny tail. Just wrap a couple of times. That's all you need to do. And then it's just a matter of just feeding the wire through. I start off at the centre and then sort of build out. Okay. But that's just because I can sort of get a nice balance then, but it's up to you. There's no wrong or right way of doing this. Choose your chips or nuggets. And they'll all go on this wire as well, on this 0.4.
Fab. That's good.
I did get some of them on the 0.8 wire.
Wow.
Not a lot,
no,
but just
a few.
A few.
That's good.
Okay, so just place that in the middle.
Yeah.
And then take the wire back through.
I suppose the good thing about this is, you know, for beginners, etc., you don't have to worry because you're not going to be able to see that wire, even if it's a bit scrappy, really, do you?
No, and the thing is, it's all going to be just a nice little base, and what I actually wanted to do was kind of push it so it does kind of dip in, like a little domed shape, so it actually looks like it's sat inside a sort of, you know, a sort of little
bezel piece.
Yeah.
14 in baskets. You need to check out. Pip says we haven't got many at all left, so please check out. You get 14 in baskets.
So just make sure as you go in and out that you sort of you hook in that stone. So I've sort of brought it around the frame, so it's now gone around one of the sort of loops.
I see.
Now it's hooked, and what you do is you just keep sewing your stones in. Obviously I'm not going to fill it up because that would be nice and boring. But these don't take a lot. You know, they don't take long to do. No. And if you look at some of these, some of them are really bright ruby red.
Yeah.
Some of them are a little bit darker, but you know, you can pick out the real bright ones if you want to and get it really vibrant.
Popping.
So you know, it's up to you, or just add a couple in.
But maybe you could even graduate it in that sort of darker ones around the outside, bright ones in the middle.
You could if you like patient enough for that.
I am. Thank you, spellbinding. I am. We're not all like you. I know how much you throw things around. Viking knit, for example.
I only did that once.
Yeah, well, it's once more than I have.
Extreme. Trust me, if it had been you, you'd have done the same. All right.
She had an argument with a Viking knit once through at the conservatory.
I won. Yeah,
you did win. You did win.
Tony passed it back to me, and then I looked at it and was like, okay, let's reassess. Once I'd calmed down.
Let's reassess.
Okay, so we imagine that I've just filled all of that up with gemstone chips, okay? And then what I would do is try to get my wire back up to the top of the pendant.
To do the bail.
To do the bail. So to do the bail, it's nice and simple. It's just a simple, so you've got, try to keep these two nice and straight, okay? I know it's 0.8, so it can pull a little bit, and it is 0.4. So you could cut your wire and add 0.25 in if you wanted to. If you didn't, because the 0.4 can pull the 0.8.
Yes.
But it does work. Okay, so I'm going to go around once, and then I'm going to bring my wire back around, but into the middle, and just push that and bring it along. Wrap around the next side once, bring it back around into the middle and over to the other side. You technically, you're going around twice, but if I say go around twice, what will happen is you'll go once,
twice, and then
two, and then into the middle.
Yes.
It doesn't matter, it's just variation, but it's basically 1.5. So around once and then into the middle, around once and into the middle. And now you'll see my wires moving about just as I do this because it is a 0.8. But that's fine, as long as you sort of straighten it back up, and this is why I'm keeping them quite close together so that it's not going to pull in too far. So if I had them quite open, then it could bend in and that would be visible. But where they're quite close together, it's not really going to matter. So you would just do this super quick.
Okay.
And every time I'm doing it, I'm just pushing it down with my nail. It's nice. So you can see I'm not really spending loads of time. I just literally, I've got it around there, push it down, over to the other side. So around once, over to the other side. So you would just do that for what you would want the length of your bail to be. And I tend to make mine about an inch, inch and a half. Okay, but that's just preference, how large you want it to be, what you're intending to actually add it to. And you would do that flat. So we'll pretend I've done that. But you can see just how quickly that's built.
Yeah, really quickly already.
So that's just like half of it, really.
Yeah.
Then, using whatever you've got, whether you had that bezel tool or whether you've got bail making pliers.
The bezel tool was with the set we have at the bottom of your screen right
with
now.
With the copper, which would look amazing with this as well.
Fab, wouldn't it?
So then I'm just going to push the bail slightly towards the front. So I want it nice and straight going out towards the front of the pendant.
Yeah.
Okay, and then pop my pliers into the centre of my bail, which obviously would be woven. Bring the wires round, and then just bring the two tails of the bail round to the front.
Okay.
Lock that, which will lock because your weave will sit there,
so
and it will lock in place.
Yeah.
And then you just cross and cut the wires, and that's all you need to do.
Done and dusted. How easy is that? Thank you so much for showing us that, Spelby. That is fantastic of you. Now, whilst we're here, you know, we'll get a little. Oh, let's do a Laura Binding blurb. So, say I was to go to you, right? I'm going to write a blurb on the back. What are you going to say about this DVD?
Okay.
Let's do it now.
So, learn to make a lovely pendant from the very, very beginning to the very, very end. Learn how to improve your confidence and create your own different versions using the same techniques. No, that's rubbish ending. You can end it. But come on, considering that wasn't too bad.
That was on the spot.
It's better than my 3 questions.
Yeah, definitely. And you only got 6 verries in. Very something.
Did I get any uns in? No.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
But you did get, oh, that was rubbish in, which maybe not the best
tagline.
No,
I said the end was rubbish.
So we've got here for you the Infinity Pendant DVD. Just to let you know, it's been extremely popular, Spelby.
Thank you.
Really, really has. You have seen the examples. There's one on the front there, and then we've got the alternate as well for you, so you can do lots of different varieties really on this, which is great.
Yeah.
You know, learn the technique, but then find ways to put your own spin on it.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of the time people will always say to me, where do I start? And you know, they never know how to start these things off and how to sort of finish it, and a lot of the time, and it's about controlling it and not getting carried away with it, and hopefully with this DVD, you'll be able to master that. You'll be able to get that confidence to say, actually, that's enough, I can stop there, or I need to put a little bit more on this side. How can I get that wire from there to there?
Yeah.
I can do it like this. And to, you know, the biggest thing for me is to have it looking nice on the back as well as the front.
Yes.
Because when I first started doing these pendants, the backs of them were not pretty.
No.
The front looked cool, but the backs were not the best. I'm thinking, yeah, so you can see it's like check it first.
Neat that. Neat that. I'll show you the back as well. And that is an important thing, isn't it? Making the back look attractive as well as at the front.
And that's the thing, because if you're selling it, if you're giving it as a gift, people are going to pick it up and they're going to go, oh, that's really cool. How did you make that? Because it's not obvious how you've made it.
No, it's not.
And so hopefully, you know, I'm letting you skip the phase that I had to go through and just go straight to getting all of those little tips.
Get the benefit straight away. Love that. Well done, absolutely everybody. At the bottom of your screen is coming in some cabochons that we had on earlier on for you. We've used the drill hole gemstone on this pendant, but you can of course tweak it to make your cabs as well.
Trying to do one with something similar with one of the cabochons now.
Is that the one you're going to do with me?
No.
Right.
No, I meant now for my challenge.
Oh, where should we go for a walk now, Spelby? Oh, Spain? Florida?
Should we go to the Wall of Fame?
Oh, lovely. Yes, let's do that. We're over here at the Wall of Fame, and I'm starting off with a piece by lovely Margaret. She says, hi all, this week is a pair of sterling silver pearl earrings I made for myself some time ago. All wire components are 925 sterling silver pearls, or 9 by 10 mil in size. Made Mobius ring using 9 mil 925 jump rings. All components are from JM. Please keep up the good work, as loving the show and crazy prices. That's from Margaret. Thank you, Margaret. I think they're really beautiful, because it's 925 luxury as well. 92 is your number on that one.
Okay, this is really sweet, and this is
Love
number
that.
90, and says, this is from Karen. Please find attached my entry for this week's Wall of Fame, a rose quartz hearts and clear quartz rondels on sterling silver heart chain, all from JM. Good luck to everyone, but hoping for a win. And that's from Karen.
What are you smiling at?
Nothing.
Rondels? Is that what you're smiling at? I love it when you say rondels. I don't know, it sounds like Harry Potter's friends.
Say rondels.
Harry Potter and good old rondels.
I know it's rondels, I'd say.
That's just different strokes for different folks, isn't it? But I love rondels. Good old rondels is a right laugh. Anyway, Marie is coming in for us today. Hello, Marie. She says, here is my entries to this week's Wall of Fame. It's a pair of earrings using these gorgeous neon apatite drops. I love the deep sea blue-green colour. I hope you like them as much as I do. Cheers, Marie. I absolutely do, Marie. I've got to say, I think they're beautiful. They are so far up my street. I bet they hang really pretty as well. Got some Aquamarine coming up later on, I think, that would look nice with these. 93 is your number. Good luck.
Okay, and this is absolutely amazing. So this is number 91. And this is from Katie. It says, hi all at JM. Here is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. A bloodstone cabochon with antique bronze wire and some emerald accent gemstones. I really enjoyed making this piece. All the ingredients are from JM, of course. Good luck to everyone who enters this week's. Congratulations to Vicky on the birth of a baby girl, Frankie, and hope Carol is doing well and getting ready to push. I bet she has a song ready for it. Much love, and that's from Katie.
That is lovely,
It's
isn't
amazing.
it? Really neat, really neat. And I've got a beautiful selection here. I've got those chunky chains coming up for you later that look great with a design similar to this. Good morning to all at JM. I so love your new chunky chains. After seeing Angela's chainmail necklace on the birthday show, I had to have a go, and then I couldn't stop. They are lovely to wear and so light. Good luck to all in this week's draw, and that is from Barbara in Bournemouth. Barbara, beautiful selection. I love seeing them like that. Funky chainmail, and you're right, it's so light but durable, isn't it? I have got chain coming up for you later on. It is different though to this, but it might look quite nice with it. 94 is your number. Good luck to you. Me and spellbinding. Why are you smiling like that? You're so mischievous. Me and spellbinding. You heard. We'll be back after the break. We're going to be back with this gorgeous, gorgeous strand of Aquamarine. See you in a bit.
The JewelleryMaker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moons Moat, Redditch, B98 9HF. Get making and good luck.
If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund. The fastest way to shop with JewelleryMaker is by going to our website. Just click on the Sign Up button. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the Watch Live button on the front page. You can also use our Refine tool and narrow down your search. Once you've found an item that you like, just simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day and still only pay 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with JewelleryMaker. If you're new to JewelleryMaker, simply contact our call centre and we'll send you a tutorial DVD and Get Started booklet, all free of charge.
We all know having the right tools for the job is important, so we here at JewelleryMaker have designed a toolkit which includes all your essential pliers for jewellery making, including round nose and flat nose pliers, wire cutters, as well as a bead reamer, snips and tweezers. You've got everything you need for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
Did you know that the JewelleryMaker phone number is free from a UK landline? Now you can spend those extra pennies on more shopping.
Get involved with JewelleryMaker by sending the studio a message during our live hours. You can send a text to 60777 and start your message with JM Studio, or alternatively, go to our website and click on Watch the Live Show, simply type your message into the box and press send. Make sure you stay tuned in case your message is read out. Get interactive with JewelleryMaker.
When we talk about tranquility and prestige together, realistically, this will be the gemstone that comes to mind. I have got for you here one of the most exceptional opportunities to get your hand on a truly impeccable strand of aquamarine. Welcome everybody to the morning show. My name is Rebecca Reddican, but you can call me Becky. And today I have got for you an exceptional opportunity. Do you want to own one of the best known gemstones in the world? Do you want to own one of the gemstones that has not only been used by Chanel, not only been used in pieces such as Dior, but has also been present in the Tiffany Blue Book year after year after year, making constant appearances year after year in some of Tiffany's most prestigious and high-end pieces? If you do, now's your opportunity to do so. And I tell you what, this is not your everyday aquamarine at all. Have you ever seen an aquamarine that you always have to squint at to see any colour? You know exactly the ones I mean. You know exactly the ones. Sometimes they almost look like sort of zero colour whatsoever, don't they? With this, you most certainly haven't got that. This is aquamarine through and through. This is the hue, the tone, and the saturation we could hope for, wish for in aquamarine. I'm going to talk about colour of aquamarine as well. Well, with any gemstone, when someone talks about colour, I think a lot of us will think of one colour, and that is a hue. We refer to colour. It's a collection of 3 different areas realistically. In colour, you will have hue, you will have tone, and you will have saturation. My hue in this, just to let you know the differences, because I've got to say this aquamarine is ticking all of the colour boxes. My hue on this is that aquamarine colour. It is that gentle, tranquil blue that we've got in the hue here. The tone of aquamarine, you know, it can really range the tone, but realistically, tone-wise, you're going to be looking at around about 50% tone is what we're looking for. And boy, oh boy, if you got that tone in here, for a really high-end prestigious aquamarine, you are going to be looking at around about that 50-65% tone, and I've got that to my eye here in every one of these. When we talk about tone, don't forget 0% tone is white, 100% tone is black. I've got that go-to colouring of your aquamarine in here that is about the 50-65%. Some aquamarines, you know, you won't be seeing that. Some aquamarines will almost be far too gentle in their actual tone, but this is like hitting that mark on a buyer's guide perfectly. I've also got in there for you the saturation that we would hope for, wish for, and go for time and time again. I'm going to say it, and I think I'm right in saying it. Obviously, you know, eye of the beholder, you know, we would have to get a loop to have a look at that and really assess it and have it against a colour chart, but I'm going to say it's at the Gamu point. Do you think it is? I absolutely think it is. It's at that Gamu point of saturation that we hope for, wish for, to get in any gemstone, let alone one that we rarely get we rarely get that Gamu point of saturation in, which is in this aquamarine. To my eye, we've got it. When I talk about saturation, what am I talking about? Okay, So I've already talked to you about the hue, the colour, I've talked to you about the tone of it, so light to dark. Saturation is almost like the amount. The way I would describe saturation, a good way to describe saturation would be, okay, a block of butter is hue is yellow, isn't it? And it's got a tone of around about 40%, hasn't it? But actually, the saturation of that it's kind of a buttery colour. The difference between that and, say, a high-vis jacket, it's still the same hue, it's still yellow, it's still the same tone, it's around about 40% tone. But the saturation, almost the intensity of that is very, very different to that of, say, your butter. And that's what we've got here. You've got that higher end of saturation that we could hope for. This isn't your wishy-washy strand of aquamarine that we may well have seen time and time again. The aquamarine whereby you almost have to look into it because it has an edge of kind of just a cool quartz to it. This is obviously aquamarine. It's obvious, it's clear, it's there. The fact of the matter is, I have ticked all 3 boxes in the colour spectrum of aquamarine. I've ticked the hue, it's got that gorgeous hue. I've ticked the saturation, it's got the saturation point I would hope for in aquamarine. And I've ticked the tone of it, it's got that beautiful tone that I would go for. Therefore, because I've ticked all 3 boxes, we all know this is going to be one of your high-end strands. High-end price point for one of the most sought-after gemstones in the world. If I could say to you, I'm going to bring this to you for under £30, loads of you are going to rush to the phone, especially for 75 carats worth. And to tell you what, I promise you it's under 30. Get yourself on the phone lines right now, 0800 644 655, because it's actually £11 and 95 pence. That, ladies and gentlemen, is absolutely astonishing. I've ticked all the boxes I would hope for in the colour spectrum of an aquamarine. I've ticked them all. Not only that, but I've got a massive carat weight. Realistically, I've got a 75 carat. You've got the drop style in here as well, which we don't see that often. Spelby, I was wondering if we may have a little look at your earrings, because you could do a look similar to those earrings with these, actually, couldn't you? Nearly dropped that down your cleavage then, didn't you? That'd have been awkward. Look, you could do a really similar look with these, couldn't you? How did you do that, Spelby?
It's just a simple wrap. It's just a simple burlap wrap. So I just taking some wire and just wrapping it through the drill hole, making a loop, and then just bringing it around to decorate the stone. You can keep them really simple and not decorate around the stone, or you can just do whatever you want with them. I love this. My favourite style of wearing this cut of stone.
That's your favourite style to make those types of pieces with? So is that the type of thing you'd be doing with this exceptional strand?
Yeah, most definitely. And again, you can set them into rings. You can sort of, I do necklaces like this as well. So, you know, I'd have a simple drop on a piece of chain, or you could have a couple of them and you could create little clusters. Yeah. I just think they're beautiful, aren't they?
I think they're absolutely sensational, and I'm gonna, you know, be completely absolutely honest with you now. If I brought this strand to you at $24.95, that is the price point I would expect for this. Generally, I would expect that price point. Don't forget, it is your aquamarine. Size-wise, you've got about a 9x6 to a 14x6, so a decent array, a decent amount on here. And it is all aquamarine in its colour, in its tone, but actually you have got a little bit of a gentle variation in there, which I think is beautiful. Pick out some of the deeper, almost oceanic pieces. Pick out the lighter tones. I have this strand. It's amazing, and that's from Sally in Newport. Hello, Sally. I love that. It's amazing, isn't it? I can't get over that it's anywhere near £11.95. I really can't. For aquamarine, realistically, that isn't a price point we would see usually, is it, Spelby?
No, and like you say, it's that recognisable colour. It's that where you could look at it and go, oh, that's got to be aquamarine.
Yes.
It's got that true colour to me of what you would associate that stone to have.
Completely agree with that. Absolutely astonishing. I just love it. I've got some, is it these ones, Pip? These rose gold would go great. You're absolutely right. Look at them. How nice does rose gold go with those? How much is this, can I ask you? How much? Right, listen everyone, listen. I'm about to bring you a bundle which, realistically, even if I just showed you this, everyone's going to rush in on the phones. The fact that I'm going to bring you this and other things for under £10 is exceptional. Do get yourself on the phone lines right now. I'm about to bring you this rose gold collection, but look how beautifully it goes with that aquamarine. Well done to everyone who's got this aquamarine. Honestly, when it comes to colour, I don't think aquamarine wise I've seen better. So well done to every single one of you. I think it's fantastic. It's going in at the bottom of your screen. And now I'm bringing to you all these spaces. Please tell me. Yeah, spellbinding, and I'm like, whoa, I'm having fun over here. You're just wire-weaving. Look at your focus. Look, I'm counting. Well done. I have got for you here these amazing spaces. People love these. Tell me why so much.
They've got brilliant drill holes on them, haven't they? So you can put any sort of gauge of wire through them. You can kumihimo with them.
Yeah.
You can do anything with them, and they're accents for me. So with my copper wire, they would go. No one's surprised.
What?
No one's surprised.
Oh man. I know, but the thing is, right, Pete's used to it. Pete's used to me being clumsy, but Cass isn't. Cass is not. I've got to pick them all up. You carry on talking.
Well, you know the little heart that I made in the first demo? They make really cool little versions of those hearts. So you can do the exact same thing, but just use all of those and make little earrings, because they would be, they're small enough to make nice little charms as well.
Good idea.
But again, if you do resin, you can put them in your resin. You can... There's none under there.
What?
There's none under there.
There is. There's one here. Oops. It's going really well, guys. Yep. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, that's
I've still got more here. Chat more.
They make
Help me out, pal.
They make really good chains. You can just put a load on a chain and have that. It looks like a little ball chain then.
Love that idea.
Okay.
Yeah, good one. Hey, I'm just looking. The reason I wanted to show you all of those, to show you the amount, but we talked about drill hole. This is your 1 mil. Now this is from this collection here that I knocked down the desk as well. Look, 1 mil wire, up. Easier said than done this. They are, look at them. You're getting, look at the size of that drill hole on there, it's huge.
Probably be able to get 1.25 for it, I would imagine.
Oh, do you know what? If I show you at the side, I think you will be able to get a 1.25 through. Can you see the amount of space you've got left there? Oh, huge amount. Look at that. Yeah, I think you'd be able to get a 1.25 through there easily. Oh, what are you doing? Anyway, we're going to bring to you these spacer beads, which I'm going to keep holding in my hand for the time being. But look, I've taken all of these out, a massive amount out there, huge amount out, but I've still left a decent amount through there, isn't there? There's loads in there. I don't ask how many there is, but there's plenty. Approximately 400 by the looks of things. I've also got for you all of these headbands, 5 of them in total, in that same colouring as well. And I've just found another one. Ouch. And 5 hair combs as well. Now, your price point today for all of this, about 400 spacers with a huge drill hole, approximately 5 headbands and approximately 5 of your hair combs, your price point today for all of this should be, oh, tension. We're rolling it down. Should have been almost £13. It's unlucky for some, but not for us, because we've rolled it down today to £8.95. Realistically, to get almost 400 of these beautiful spaces in is a great price anyway. Hairbands. I've seen places where you're buying a hairband for £1.50 each for a metal hairband. If that was the case, £1.50, £3, £6, £7.50 just for the hairbands. And that's not OTT price point either. And can I just point out, there's so many spaces in here that I can't even get them all back in. Who's put these in? Some sort of wizard. Look how many I've got left. Elves. Some sort of wizard. Ah, yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it could be Harry Potter's other mate. What's his name? What's Harry Potter's mate's name?
Hermione.
No, stop it! Hermione. I'm talking about Rondels. Good old Rondels. Look, I can't even get the lid on. But anyway, that's the point. Look at that. Loads of you coming in. Loads of you jumping on board. Absolutely. Get it? It's sold out? Well, that's awkward. Sorry about that. Well done. Oh, you're joking! That is so annoying! I mean, absolutely fine. Not a problem whatsoever. Why does this always happen to me? Why am I so clumsy? This is the work. Oh, can I just work around them? Surely I can. Surely I can. I might just scoop them over here. Guys, when Cass comes back, we'll just say that I'm leaving them there just in case we need to show them again. Cool. Oh wait, she hasn't talked back now. Hi Cass, love you. Anyway, she's just walked into the gallery going, I know. Anyway, I'm going to bring something else to you right here, right now. Which nugget bundle do you want to do? Okay, listen, can you price point me this? I've got something really special for you now, opal. It is one of the most sensational gemstones in the world, in my opinion. I love it, I adore it so, so much. The fact of the matter is, I'm about to bring you 3 double strands. One of them, ladies and gentlemen, is stunning pink opal. Pink opal is one of the rarest naturally occurring colours of opal, and you know, I've brought you strands of pure pink opal around the 25 price point mark, and today you're going to be paying less than that for all 3 of these strands. If you were to come in today just because you wanted to be one of a handful of people realistically in comparison to, you know, the market out there who can own this gemstone, it would be a great day to do so. I've shown you pictures beforehand of, you know, pink opal being used in pieces. It's been used in a Sotheby's collection. It's been used in a Pandora collection. It's also been used in a Vivienne Westwood collection. I showed you a picture actually of 4 beautiful high-end makes of pink opal, and just for those 4 pieces, it came to over £66,000 worth. And that's because that's what pink opal itself demands. It can demand that price point. It is one of the rarest colours that we get in the opal. We of course get black opal, and we can get lavender opal, and we can get this pink opal. Those are very much some of the rarest colours in the world. Now the amazing thing about the pink opal for me is the fact that even if you wouldn't describe yourself as kind of a girly girl pink, you know, spellbinding, you wouldn't, would you? No. But I know that you love and have worked with pink opal. Yeah. Now, why does this? Because we all know, you know, if it's pink gemstone, it's not necessarily favourite, you know, certain tones of pink you're not a big fan of. We all like different colours, don't we? Pink opal, I know you love and adore. Now, why does this pass the test that other pink gems can't?
Because of the fact that it's that more subtle, pastel-y, dusky kind of pink. And I think because with that you get that variety of tone as well, so you get some that are almost just like milky pink, and others that are like a little bit more sort of pastel-y, more rose quartzy kind of pink. Yes. So those are the kind of thing, again, they go for anybody could wear them, I think, personally. Yeah, you're right. Any skin tone. And I think even I don't like pink because it doesn't suit me. I can't wear bright pinks. Yeah. That's the only reason, and I don't feel comfortable with it. So for me, I know that I'd feel comfortable with that, so I think most people would feel comfortable with it, and I just think it's a gorgeous colour.
I absolutely agree with you. It is sensational. So I've got this pink opal. Wowzers. I'm now going to bring you a strand of Australian opal as well. Now, we know that a lot of opal does come from Australia, but actually, interestingly, we don't often see white Australian opal, realistically, do we? It has got pinfire in there as well. It's got a beautiful palette to it, and again, how well do they work together? Imagine those two in a crochet neckline piece. That's going to look beautiful, isn't it? I'm then going to add to the situation this shaded opal strand. We've seen this shaded opal a couple of times before, but I'm finding it hard to remember the price point. I'm sure when I brought you shaded opal the other day for a double strand, it was $14.95. Can anyone else remember that? I'm sure it was. It might not have been this exact strand of shaded opal, it might not have been, but it was very, very similar. It had those similar tones in it. You've got an amazing amount of fire, pinhead fire on that opal. Genuinely, it's like a firework display internally within the gemstone. It really is absolutely popping. So hard for you to see it, as always, because, you know, the lights in here can bleach out opal quite a bit, but genuinely it is just an astonishing. You can see a little bit of those neon greens and reds and pinks you're getting in here as well. One of the rarest opal colours you could expect to get, but it is just really sensational. It really is a cracking strand. Of that one, you've got about 45 carats, and if I show you the shaded sections, You'll see all those different colours for you. This strand alone is £14.95. I thought it was. Yeah, this is the strand I brought to you a few days ago. £14.95 just for this strand. So, with that in mind, let me just kind of get you geared up for what to expect. This strand is £14.95. Pink opal, I have brought to you at £24.95 before I have, but it's not been this strand, it has been shaped. So, you know, nuggets generally we take it down in price a bit. So if I'm saying to you for pink opal you could get this, I would actually say it would be generally larger, a higher price point for this one than your shaded opal. So already realistically there in my mind I've got kind of all in all about a £30 price point in my mind, and then I'm bringing your Australian opal to you as well. You're going to be blown away by the price. I would be jumping for joy if I got my hands on this. Your price point today is not. It's not £26, it's just not. We're not going to £25.85. It should be. If you were to buy these online, it would be, but not today. For your opal trio, £19.95. So essentially, you're buying this strand, high opalescence, high amount of shine on there, an absolute firework display internally. You're buying this strand for £15, and then for £4 extra, you're getting pink opal and you're getting your Australian opal. That's working out £2 each for these two, essentially, which is just absolutely bewildering. The fact of the matter is that with pink opal, you know, a gemstone that we see the higher people, you know, the higher kind of jewellery suppliers working with, we see Pandora working with it, we see Sotheby's working with it, we see Vivienne Westwood working with it, and amongst others, it is a high-end strand and it's naturally occurring in this gorgeous colour. It's such a rare colour, it's so unusual that actually in some locations you'll be looking at paying that price just for this selection here. I think that is an amazing price, it really, really is. You're buying the shaded opal strand with a lot of pinfire, and you're getting the pink strand for £2, and you're getting the Australian for £2 as well. And don't forget for me, look, they're multi-stranded, double strand. So actually, if you're thinking, if you want to be real about it, you've bought this one for £14.95, that's how much it is, that's what we've done on this one recently, which would mean that if we equate these to, you know, 4 strands, you're actually getting these ones for £1 each on top of that, really, aren't you? Which is completely astonishing, realistically. Do keep yourselves coming in for this. There are people coming through on the phones and on the website. It's important that you check out Spellbay. Obviously, these would be great for kind of a multi-season, forever, no life, tree of life pendants, wouldn't they? But what else would you do with these ones?
I think they're really lovely if you just put them on some 0.4 wire and just twist them and make lots of little tiara twists and fold it over a couple of times. You can make really nice delicate bracelets or neck pieces, and tiaras would be lovely, and sort of hair pieces. You know, I do love them. I think that they're just beautiful little, even simple earrings, you know, just have a couple on some ends of chain.
That's a gorgeous idea. I was just thinking, how lovely do all of them go with this rose gold chain? Even if you just had, you know, just, it don't even have to really unstrand them, just weave them through. Yeah. Or even just have a little cluster on the inside.
We could do layers, so you could have like a layer of that and then a couple of layers of the stones.
Oh, perfect plan. Love that idea. Well done, everyone. I've got to leave that with you because not that many of those left, but well done to everyone who got that. Love pink opal. This chain is mega, mega, mega. It is truly sensational. I've not seen this one before, but I've got to say I love it. Let's look at them individually, shall we? So we've got this beautiful kind of mottled detail effect on them. Now what that means is that your genuine rose gold plate over the top of these is kind of really reflecting that light in lots of different directions. You know, it's not just one deadpan surface. You've got that detail which gives it a really unique and individual look. The thing I love about these, look, obviously better to do it with pliers, but look, they are open jump rings already, so you can do your chainmail designed with these, and you know they do all have it. You can see they all open and close. They are super duper sturdy though, you know, super duper sturdy. You don't have to worry that these are going to come apart at all. They're most certainly not. You know, it's quite a bit of work to move them into shape. But you can use them separately, you can use them individually. And I've got to say, another great thing about the fact that they do open up in that link way is They are thick and sturdy. You might need some serious high-end cutters with these ones to cut through it. But you don't have to with that. You don't have to, because they are all open jump rings. Another great reason for that is as well, say I just wanted to use, oh, I don't know, 3 sections for a really funky, you know, connector or whatever it might be. If I was to cut a chain then, you know, if I didn't cut it perfectly, it's going to be a bit of a mess. With these, you're not going to waste any of it. Sometimes when we do our chains, you know, you'll cut off a section and then you can't use that section. It's just 2 halves of a section then, isn't it? But with this, you can, because every single one of these has got that opening section. What do you think of this, Spelby?
I think it's great, and like you say, because you can take those links off, you can have earrings out of just one link, or you can have a ring out of one. You can fill it with resin. You can put polymer clay in them. You know, like you say, gives you a lot more scope. They make really cool belts, and you know, you can go away from just being jewellery. You could have belts, handbag charms, handbag straps even.
Absolutely.
You know, they're just great, aren't they?
Absolutely. Fiona did a beautiful chain belt recently, and Deb Rudge did a kind of a handbag.
Yeah.
For the birthday show, that wasn't
yeah.
it? Using something similar to this. Great idea on that. Parkinson's gone on this, but great idea on that, Pip, actually. I've got a different colour of this coming up for you later on. Imagine interlinking, doing one of the rose gold, one of the gold, one of the rose gold, one of the gold, and you could do that easily because they all come apart separately. But that'd be really nice, wouldn't it? Get that two-tone effect. Not many of these left. 5 metres worth of your rose gold. Your price point today, just £12.95. You're going to be getting approximately 5 metres worth on this in total. It's big, it's bold, it's chunky, but it's not overly heavy. I love the noise it makes. It just sounds stunning, doesn't it? £12.95. Half my stock has gone, and that's probably due to the fact I've got quite a few multi-buyers on this one today. I just think they're fab. They're really, really workable. Great fun for you. If you want to do a hairband, that'd be really, really nice, actually. I wonder if you could just sort of interweave, you know, something interweave on maybe a headband piece. Be lovely. Oh yeah, you could do that easily, look. Kind of have them rested, just like a bit modern, a bit funky all the way along. Would look really nice, wouldn't it? I just think realistically, when you've got this much chain, you know, you don't have to think of it like a length of your usual chain. You don't have to use the whole thing. You don't have to use a meter's worth to get a really nice effect. You can just use yourself one section, just one section. Maybe imagine with a shepherd's hook, and then with a little dangle from the bottom. Easy peasy, really, isn't it? If you're into your crochet, it'd be nice to crochet a design within there, isn't it? I've not got many of these left at all. I'm in my last chance saloon on it. £12.95. RMPO 53 is your code on that one today. When are we going to bring them the gold one? For anyone who's... Do you want to do it now? Brilliant. Okay, we've got 1 or 2 of these left. Lovely Pip says we'll do the gold one right now as well, so I'll keep that one out so you can see the difference. I've got the gold effect now, and it's a really nice sort of old gold look we've got to this. Actually, it goes perfectly with that amazing new wire you've got coming up later. I won't say anymore. I have got for you here your gold wire. Your gold wire? No, we haven't. This is chain. Where's the end? Come here, you. There you are. So I've got your gold chain for you here. Same design as before, that gorgeous mottled effect. You've got those curves to it. They're not just perfectly flat. They've got a nice gentle weave to them, which is really interesting. It catches the light nicely. But if I show you it alongside the rose gold, they will be nice as kind of one individual. I've been told I've got sort of a teens on this rose gold, but we will put it at the bottom of the screen. We've got the gold here. It's going to be the same price point, I presume. 5 metres worth here for your gold. Your price point today? It's just £12.95 again. So it's going to be really pretty to do a multi-link effect, isn't it? You know, one of the rose gold, one of the gold. In fact, I might be able to show you-ish how that would look. Spelby, would you do anything differently? Would you pair the golds with anything different to maybe the rose gold?
I would put them both together. They'd look really lovely as contrasting, wouldn't they, for that sort of mixed metal look. But like you say, you could team it with anything really. I was just thinking about when you said about the birthday show, what Fleur and I did. I actually used a large jump ring, and I know that's not a large jump ring, but as a base to net a cabochon on, and you could do something like that with those. So you've got a ready-made frame if you wanted to, and put your cabochon on behind it.
Love that.
And then actually just use that as a nice sturdy backing for your stones.
Absolutely perfect for that. Perfect for the backing. We've got a question in from Sissy. Hello, lovely Sissy. Says, what kind of clasp will you use on the chain if making a necklace? Good question.
Well, we've had loads of those really lovely large toggle, like large S clasps, haven't we?
Yes.
So they would look really cool on there because they would sort of balance out.
Yeah.
But again, you could make your own clasp, or you could actually turn one of those into a clasp. You can actually
so make it your own T-bar.
Well, yeah, you could actually manipulate one of the links into a kind of a hook, and then make it as a hook as well.
That's a good idea. Perfect, and that'll tie in really nicely, wouldn't it? Really nicely. Thank you very much for that, Sissy. Don't forget you can text in any questions you might have for the spell binding, Laura binding, such as, don't you roll your eyes at me, such as spell binding, Laura binding. If you had to describe yourself as a type of cheese.
That's a bit random.
Hello, have we met? What would it be and why?
Oh, I don't know. I can't cope with this.
All right, I'll give an example. You might say, well, how would I describe myself? Well, I'm northern. I've got a bit of a tan. And I like things that are mature.
It is.
So I'd be a Cheshire. And I'm from there. I'd be a Cheshire cheese.
I don't really very good with cheeses.
Dion would be a blue cheese, won't she? Just because that's obvious.
Somerset Brie.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. I see you more as an Edam. Just saying. Just saying. £12.95 for 5 metres worth of this. I don't have many of these ones left either, so please make sure that you're treating yourself whilst you absolutely can, because you know we don't see things like this in often at all, so it's lovely to get them on board. I've got loads of goodies coming up for you. I've got some funky head pins coming up for you, massive head pin collection in fact. Yeah, let's nip in that sterling silver before we go over, because you know what, this is a treat and a half. I just want to show you one thing, and that's it, and people are going to be running in for it. I've never seen these before. I think they're gorgeous. Let me show you them alongside here. They're so pretty. Genuine 925. Aren't they just gorgeous? Look at the detail on those. Look at that flower detail. It is 925. It's got the butterfly blacks, but also the lovely thing is they've actually got a hidden detail of a drop. I just think they look gorgeous as a pair of studs, don't you? I do. But the fact of the matter is they have actually got a hidden drop. So you can add a nice little stem to these. You can add a little drop detail to these because they've got that at the back of them. These are just beautiful. They've almost got a poinsettia look about them actually, haven't they? They're like the perfect poinsettia. I've got a pair of these ones and they are absolutely beautiful. I just love them. Genuine 925, and they do have 925 stamped on the back of them. Bringing to you as well, oh my goodness, Pip, where did you find these? Oh my gosh, I love these as well. Look. 925 bales. Isn't that just stunning? Look, little leaf detail, and look, it's the horseshoe bale that we've got here. So if you've not seen these before, I can't do it now obviously because I've not got my pliers, but you essentially pull this apart. You can put a top jewel drop in there, you can even put a perfect round in there if you want. It's a beautiful bale for your pieces. Genuine 925. I've not just got one of these, I've got five of them in total, 5 of those ones. Bringing to you as well a 925 star chain, which I absolutely love and adore. I think it's stunning. You know, we had this on not so long ago and it was extremely popular. It really, really was. The fact that I'm going to bring to you now a meter's worth of this is just fantastic. With that gorgeous high shine star-like detail, 2 mil approximately on those ones, and it is a meter's worth. I've also got more chain for you though, because I've got a 925 findings pack. I love this chain. This chain is made up of these really beautiful, intricate, high shine circles that interlink with each other. So you get this high shine effect. Oh, I just think it's gorgeous, do you? Really beautiful, isn't it? So I've got a length of that in the 925. I've also got in this findings pack things like your shepherd's hooks. Everything you can see on screen now, you're getting in this bundle. Things like your round ball head pins as well. I've got your toggle clasp. I've not seen that toggle clasp before, I don't think. Look, it's 925 and it's got kind of a swirl detail to it, which is so pretty. You get your essentials in there as well, like your jump rings, your crimps and your crimp bead covers too. So a big selection here. Everything you can see on screen now is comprised of genuine 925, one of the highest grades of silver we can possibly bring to you in a really nice workable collection, including that gorgeous chain, and for me, the stars of the shows, those gorgeous flowers and leaf pendant veils. Your price point today for all of this 925, £45.80 is your should be price. We're going to roll this down. Do you believe that I could go under 40? Because guess what I'm going to? Your price point today is just £34.95 for you today. You have got to treat yourself to this. If you love high-end, if you love individual, if you love luxury at an absolute bargain price point, then realistically you've got to come in quick for these ones. We do not get collections like this usually. Yes, okay, the 95 findings packs will now and again have, rarely, but now and again we'll have them. When do you ever see, though, added to that a gorgeous, possibly actually the largest gram weight wise you know, individual pieces of the 925? I've never seen 925 like this in this amount, have you? With that gorgeous aquamarine, it'd be fantastical, wouldn't it? They're gorgeous with that aquamarine. Look at these ones too. Oh, just amazing. Just amazing pendant veils. 5 of those ones. Spelby, what do you think of this collection? Genuinely astonishing.
It's beautiful, isn't it? It just makes you think high end. And for me, I'm thinking of that first kit with the rose quartz and the shell pearls. That would make it really, really beautiful. You know, I just think it's gorgeous.
It is stunning, isn't it? Imagine, if you will, cast your mind back to when we did this amazing coloured aquamarine. Imagine that as the little pendant veil. Be perfect, wouldn't it, really? Oh, the aquamarine's on at the bottom of your screen. Can you believe that this was only £11.95? You should believe it, because it's the truth. I know it probably shouldn't have been, but hey, it is. But it would be gorgeous with that as a pairing, wouldn't it? Names are about to go off my screen. Well done to everybody for your stunning silver collection. Aquamarine, bottom of your screen right there. I just think as an array of pieces, you really can't do much better than this. Do you know what? I love the idea of that as kind of a ring focal as well. It'd be pretty, wouldn't it? If you've got any 925 wire, that as a ring focal would be gorgeous.
They also make really cool connectors.
Oh,
so
yeah, I love
you can
that idea.
actually turn the stud part into a loop and have it as a connector for an earring or a necklace.
I think that's a great idea, really do. £34.95. Now, I'm going to recap for anyone who's just tuned in. Well done to everyone who got all that 95. We don't have it on often, let alone in such a huge array. Just anyone who did miss out previously on the Infinity Pendant, we have got minimal amount left. We've got a huge amount of these have actually flown out the door. So many people still with it in baskets, my producer Pip's telling me, and we're really not sure why. Hopefully there's no sort of technical issue. Let us know if there is, you know, do message us in if that is the reason you are not checking out your baskets. But I have got here for you the Infinity Pendant DVD. Round about an hour's worth in length, and it is by this lovely lady, Spellbinding Laura Binding. Spellbinding, you know, for people who want to create this piece, kind of, what would you say level-wise you need to be? Where do you need to be on your jewellery making journey?
I'd say you do really need to be just confident. I think as long, you know, I've had beginners before in workshops and they have actually just, you know, gone for it because they're confident, give a go. We talk you through everything, so I would say beginner, well, I'd say intermediate, but if you're happy to have a go, you'll be able to do it.
Yeah, just have a go with it.
Just as long as you're comfortable working with wire. I know it sounds really silly, but you know, as long as you're happy weaving, that's the kind of thing you enjoy doing, and you're going to love doing this.
Yeah, completely. How long about will it take us to make this project? Maybe the first time?
It's probably going to take you a couple of hours because
so it's a really nice project to get your teeth into.
Yeah, you know, and again, because we do it in stages for you, you know, it's something that you can put down and then come back to it. So, you know, a lot of the time, and I'll always say, if you're getting frustrated or if it's not working, put it down, walk away, and then come back. So you've got that, you know, you can pause it or stop it at the section, put it down, carry on what you're doing, and come back and then have another go at finishing it off.
Absolutely. We've got literally hundreds of you who are going to be owning this in a few days. It will be winging its way to you, making sure that we are checking out the baskets whenever you get the opportunity to do so. It's a little bit of something for everyone, and you know, it's one of those things that practice does make perfect, and once you've kind of got it, you've got it. So we know that we needed that wire, didn't we, earlier on?
Yeah.
Which wire would be great for this? I presume is it
1 mil and a 0.4.
1 mil and a 0.4. So maybe, you know, if you did get your hands on this earlier on, you've got 50 metres worth of 1 mil, and you do have 10 metres worth of your 0.4 as well. So you're going to need these wire gauges. And then what are we going to need gemstone wise? I know we've said we can use cabochons, but drill hole wise?
Just a nice focal pendant that can actually go through a 1 mil wire.
Easy peasy.
That's basically it. You know, I think I've used Ocean Jasper for those pendants, and they went through no problem at all. So just a nice size. You know, we've got drusies, we've got any of those would work.
Brilliant. So at the bottom of your screen now is this wire which you're going to be needing. You're going to need some 1 mil and you're going to need some 0.4 as well there too. And you said we used about 3 metres worth of 0.4, did you? 3-4 metres?
It could be 3-4 metres, yeah. I mean, I to be honest, I tend to wear it from the reel.
Yeah.
But I think that you would definitely get 2 pendants off of 1 reel.
Brilliant.
Out of 10 metres.
Out of 10 metres. So treat yourself that today if you wish, because you got with it the long nose chain pliers and you got the mandrel as well. So the bottom of your screen, $24.95. Well done everyone who's got that. Loads of you coming in. $4.95 for you now. How do you feel about doing a kit? Are you ready this time?
I am ready this time, yes. Because
Brilliant.
you warned me.
Because I warned you? Yeah. Well, I didn't. I know. What's she like? I can't cope with you sometimes, Spelby. Blimey, Charlie, how much wire did she get?
Just so much wire.
I've never seen this wire before. Am I right in saying this could be quite new?
I've never seen it before.
I've never, ever seen it before. It has been shown before, but I personally haven't seen it.
I've worked with it, well, I've worked with some of it in antique bronze, I think.
Right.
And copper.
This colour you haven't
But this
before.
colour I haven't, no.
It is so different and unique because of the shape. Now, talk to us about this wire, please.
It's just lovely because you can twist this wire, so you can create quite textural pieces, but keep your work quite minimal. And it means that if you know, when you're using our twisted wire, which is absolutely brilliant, excuse me, you've got 2 ends you've got to get rid of because obviously it's 2 pieces of wire twisted together.
Yeah.
Whereas when you twist this yourself, you've only got one. You know that doesn't affect it.
Got ya.
It also means that you might want to have it plain all the way around, but just twist one certain part of it, which you can do that at that later stage. So you're not, you know, you're not stuck to having to use that all completely twisted wire. You can chop and change it as you go along.
Change as you need.
Yeah.
Now, I've got in here your square-shaped wire. It's so unique, it's so individual, it's so different. I've got a big variety, a big amount here for you. I've got a massive amount for you here. You're getting approximately 3 metres worth on each one. Now, let me kind of, you know, you've got everything there on screen. Let me run through what wires you are getting so everybody knows. You have got a kind of original wire, the 10 metres worth of the gold, and that is your 0.4. But on top of that one, we get 3 metres worth of your 0.6, 3 metres worth of your 1 mil. And these are all, don't forget, well, those are your half round. So I've got half round and I've got square here. So with your half round, I've got 0.6, I've got 1 mil, and of your half round, I've also got your 0.8. Of the square wire, which is what I've just shown you, you have got a 1 mil, a 0.8, a 0.5, Yes, and a 1 mil. So yeah, 0.8, 1 mil, 0.8, 0.5 in there in total. So let me show you kind of looks-wise the difference really between, say, you know, the square and a half round. With the half round, it kind of does what it says on the tin. You know, you get sort of an oval shape. So one side of it is flat and one side of it is domed. So this is your half round that you've got here. Very different look-wise to the square wire in particular. If I show you the kind of knotted section, you'll be able to see really clearly there. Totally different. It's going to give us really different looks compared to each other, but we can use them together too, can't we?
Yeah, definitely, because you know, the half round one you can wrap around a square wire with.
Absolutely, and it sits really nicely actually, doesn't it, because of that. Do you want to have a look at how they work together, because they do look really different. You can see they're not just your everyday usual wire. You get that beautiful look, that stunning effect that is just so pretty. And actually we were talking about twisting it. You know, you can see when it has been twisted, this section here is twisted, but that looks like 2 pieces of wire. It's actually not. That's just one piece of wire that's been twisted, but because it's square, it gives you a beautiful effect, doesn't it? Really, really pretty. And we can see as well, where's a bit where we've used the kind of 0 point, there, perfectly. So we've used the half round on this one on the ring, and can you see how nicely flat that sits? It's going to fit so nicely against your finger, isn't it?
And it's comfortable as well, it's comfortable to wear.
It looks such a professional finish, isn't it? It's a really professional finish. And again, with this ring, it goes to show you just what a simple design, but what a sensational look. Just by twisting one of them is just beautiful, isn't it? It's so stunning. I've also got for you as well, you said it's a really naughty price. Why does that not surprise? What?
I can't hear.
I can't hear!
I'm like looking at the screen, I'm like, I don't know.
I can't believe the price, Welby. Did you get told what it was going to go to?
No, I don't get told anything.
Yeah, well, you can't be trusted, can you? I got told it was $39.95. It's not. Anyway, let's leave it there for a bit. I've got for you here your beetle nut quartz. What? Beetle nut quartz we've got here, your multi-shade cabochons. 240 carats worth we've got before us, and that works out to 5 for me. Aren't they all individual and unique? That is really funky, isn't it? All of them. Don't they look a little bit like, oh, I don't know, some sort of Jackson Pollock actually, don't they? Splatters and sploshes all over them. Every single one could be a piece of artwork. Now, do you know what? I could stand here and talk to you about, oh, isn't it all gorgeous, and isn't it nice to have something different, and isn't it nice to have my square wire back on again? Can't remember the last time we had that, let alone with half round wire. I could stand here and chat all day about the fact that, you know, the rose gold colour, that beautiful sort of old gold colour, is one of the most popular colours, and we don't have it on that often, so it's really going to make your pieces stand out. I could, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to stand here and show you the price. That's actually the should-be price. We thought we were going to $39.95, but we're not. Someone didn't change the price before. You did the weirdest double take then, just like a. Yeah,
well,
cool.
I saw it and then
Yeah,
I was
cool,
like,
whatever.
is that a 1 or a 2?
Yeah.
That was why I double checked.
Yeah. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, it's half price, isn't it? Because it should have been almost £40. It's now £19.95. I would say, if you've never even thought about working with square wire or half round wire before, well, now have a serious think about it. Oh, Spelby, I really hope this ring is fantastic because it fits everyone, including me.
It's adjustable.
Adjustable.
But it's only been twisted on that part there, so
Yeah,
around
that
the band
centre
it's
section.
not. Yes, around the band it's nice and plain. I mean, it's comfortable anyway, but it's just, you know, you've got so much scope with it. I was just having great fun with that.
Can I be honest with you? If I saw this ring in particular, say, somewhere, I'd buy that for more than £19.
Yeah.
Just this ring alone. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, would I? Easy peasy, and I know I was getting a bargain because I've got a huge gemstone. I've got this gorgeous wire. It's super professional.
And it really holds it in tight.
Yeah, really held in. Half my stock has gone. Half stock gone. Started off with a couple of hundred, not anymore though, my friends. Sorry, heading down. I've got double figures of this now. Okie pokely, Spelby.
Yep.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good.
What are you up to? What are you up to? Been saying, what have you been doing?
I've been trying to do a cabochon version of that.
Ah, yes, yes, yes. Mixing it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. How's it going?
It's going all right.
Good. Oh, it was very neat.
Can't see it there.
Yeah, I can see it. Oh, it's very neat. Oh, yeah, I like that.
It's purple.
It's purple. Ooh.
You like purple.
I do like purple. I'm Spelby, I love you. You know me so well. I also like how all your rings are an M. Anyway, I have got not many of these left whatsoever. Ridiculous amount in baskets. Huge amount. What technique are we going to be looking at right now, Spelby?
We're going to keep it quite simple and classic.
Fab.
We're going to do the caged one, which is, you know, the one closest to you. And that's a simple caged one, so I haven't done anything elaborate with that. It's literally just been held in. But if you look on the side, the centre wire again has been twisted.
Yeah, lush.
Just to give that bit of a different effect, really.
Bit of a twinkle.
Yeah, and it just gives it a little bit of interest to it. And I just thought it, you know, lets that stone shine. I mean, you know, in my second sample, I've got tons, but smaller. Whereas in that one I had not so many, but larger ones. So again, you're not going to know what you're going to get, and the patterns on them are great as well.
Fab. 50 left, 50 left. I've got 52 in baskets and 2 on the phone. What does that mean, Spelby? Maths? I've got 50 left. I've got 52 people with it in baskets, and I've got 2 people on the phone.
Yeah, you're going to miss out.
Yeah. How many people? How many people do you think?
Too many.
Too many, you're right. Too many. It's 4. The answer is 4.
Do you know, I told my son off for that. I was like, what is 3 take away 1? He's like, 2. So what did you get wrong on your test then?
Oh, I'm going to show Jackson this bit.
Look, I never claimed to be good at maths.
But you're very good at jewellery making, which is handy. Okie dokie, so let's learn how to make this bit then.
Okay, so what we're going to do, like I said, we're going to keep it nice and simple. Now, what I would say is a little hint. Because these don't come with, they come with the codes, but they don't tell you what they are.
Got you, so maybe tell you the sizes.
Yeah, so maybe check it, and then, because you'll be able to type the code and it'll be able to tell you what the product is if you go online, and write on there, this is square point in a permanent 5 or whatever, or yeah, so you know, because I didn't do that, and then I was just picking them up and just working out what they were, so, yeah. So,
sit down with a marker.
Yeah. So I've gone for the slightly thinner gauge on this. Again, I haven't checked on these because they're not marked, but this is probably a 0.8, and you can tell that just by the feel of it. Now you can tell they've got quite a strong resistance in these wires, so that's handy because they hold their shape very well. But you know, you can feel that's a 0.8, but it's a strong 0.8.
Got you.
So I wanted to use a 0.6 in this one, and I'm going to go for the square for the frames, and then the 0.5 to actually do the little bind parts of it.
Got you. Laura Binding's going to be doing some binding in a bit.
Binding, I said bind.
Yeah, but I said binding. Single figures.
Right.
Not many of those left at all. Single figures.
Right. So with these, again, keep them wrapped as well, because they're, again, going back to the fact that they're quite springy, they're going to it's just going to go everywhere. The way that they're hooked, I just tend to unhook one piece and then keep it wrapped. So what I want is 3 lengths of wire. So they need to be long enough to go around your stone, whichever stone that you've chosen. And then again, a tiny little bit to do your bail, really. So you don't need a load of excess wire, so you won't be wasting this. If you want to make it decorative and want to do a bit of weaving, then just make them a little bit longer. Okay, so for this one...
Sold out, sorry. Oh, Jean, Pat, Bev, Helen, Kim, Diane again, Kimberly, Lynn, Carol, Jennifer, all the rest of you. I'm sorry. You've all missed out. We'll put Laura's DVD back on just to put some smiles on your faces.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I've just cut in a couple of levels. Now this obviously will vary depending on what size stone you're going to go for, all right? So again, it's just, you can either measure or you can just guess. You can take a piece of string or something and just wrap it around and then go against your wire as well if you want to be more accurate. All right. So I'm going to cut 3 pieces off. And what I want to do is actually twist one of them. So I wanted to twist one. Now, again, I can't get to any of my tools. So a lot of my Dremels and all of my twister tools and everything are all in my conservatory in boxes that I can't get to at the moment. So
because she's not allowed out the house. No, it's because you're having an extension on, isn't it?
yeah, and so what was my studio slash den slash dump room has now been relocated in boxes to my conservatory, and I can't get to anything.
Exactly.
So if you've got those tools, use those.
Yeah.
But if you haven't, there's a slightly more awkward way of doing it, but you just basically want to twist it. All right.
So just 2 sets of pliers, turn in different directions.
So what you can do to make it a little bit easier as well, I found, is kind of create yourself a loop and use that. So this is just how you're going to get your twist.
Like a handle almost.
Yeah, basically.
Got you.
All right, it's a little bit...
This is fun. That is good.
What do you mean trying to see where it is? You're so kind to me.
I don't say anything. I think it's amazing.
So you can just twist it like that, so you can just see. All right. Again, if you've got the tools, use the tools, because it's probably a lot easier.
You
can see it's twisting.
Coming on real quick, can't you?
You see how that's twisting?
Yeah, you can already.
All right, so you can just do that all the way along and twist this piece of wire.
Yeah.
All right. And that gives you that really cool effect there, but be careful, because when you're doing it like this, you can get kind of tighter sections. So where your pliers are, it goes really quite tight, and then obviously it'll open out a little bit there, so you can see the difference. So you can just cut that, but just be aware of it. But
okay, good tip.
All right, so imagine I've twisted that, which I'm not going to do. Remove that. So what I want to do is place all 3 pieces together with the twisted piece in the middle. Okay, move you guys out of the way. And then take in my 0.5 half round. I'm just going to wrap a couple of times around the centre of these 3 wires. Now what I want is them to sit next to each other, and the square wires do that really nicely. So just take your pliers, just make sure they're sitting nicely like this, okay, sitting next to each other. And you need them to stay like that, because we're going to separate them, and they need to be sat next to each other. You don't want them to bunch, and you don't want them to cross.
Got you.
So I'm just going to just holding it there. You need to be quite sort of sharp movements with this to get a real nice tight sort of wrap. So wrap it a couple of times, and then stop, and I just take my pliers and just flatten that as well. Okay. All right. Now what you want is both of the wire ends to be on the same side. And to cut them on the same side. That way they'll all go on the inside of the wrapping, and they won't go against the skin, okay? So what I'm going to do is just slightly lift it up and cut so that it's halfway across the, so I can just show it's just halfway across, so that it's not going to be going...
Dig in.
Yeah, when you do that, it's not going to come out. And when you look at it from this side, all you see is the wraps, but you don't see any of the edges, it's nice and it looks nice and professional. Okay, so you just do that, and just use your pliers just to sort of bunch it together. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is separate out the 2 outer wires. Okay, there and there. So I've got the centre wires, which would be the twisted wire, would be in the middle and stay straight. Then the 2 outer wires are just pulled out. Bring them both together like this, and then I take my flat nose pliers, place them just nice and close to the edge, and just fold both of those wires like this, and this gives you a nice equal sort of cage effect. So you get a nice equal shape. So you can do the same on the other side, okay, and then you just fold that across, and then you get that kind of effect there.
Yeah, I see.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
All right. So then you just want to form it around your stone. Again, the beauty of doing this is you can set it however you want. You can set it whichever way around. And a lot of people forget that, and they get set going to the same
place each time. You don't have to.
You don't have to. But when you do your side wraps, just be aware, if you are going to do it so it's led down like this, you've only got this sort of area to put your 2 wraps in and get your corner grip. So, I mean, the one I did it on was a bit larger. Okay. So on this one, I probably would do it in this way round.
Got you.
And what I want is my wraps to go about halfway to the middle. But when I'm doing it, I'm going to do them just slightly lower because they rise up a little bit when you place them on. Okay. So again, you would just repeat. Now, if you've got a little bit of excess wire here, just bring the wires around. Make sure that your wire is in the middle again, your twisted wire. Curve it around and wrap it I'm going to do this a bit quick now, so it's not going to be super neat, but you should be able to get the idea. Okay, cut it again. Make sure that both your wires are cut on the same side, all on the inside.
All on the in.
And on the sides, try and do the same amount of wraps. On the bottom, it doesn't matter, because you can keep that decorative. You could wrap the whole bottom part of it if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But keep it
equal wraps.
Yeah, just on the
Makes
sides.
it look neater,
Just
doesn't
makes it look nice, yeah. And I don't do things like symmetry, but little things like that I think should be the same.
Make a big difference.
Okay, now, so that's just being bound with the wire. Okay, so you can see it's sort of starting to take shape now.
Yeah, perfect.
So you can bring it up and form that shape. What you want to do is open out these sections here so you can place the stone in.
So those are the bits that are going to give a little cuddle, aren't they?
Yeah, they're going to hold the stone. Now the reason we did these slightly lower is because these will probably need to be tweaked and pulled out a little bit, in which case they'll move.
Yeah.
Okay. It might not need to be, but you should have a bit of movement on them as well. All right. Pop your stone in. And you can see how it's holding it just like that. Okay.
Give a little cuddle in there.
Yeah. So then, again, those outer wires again, bring them round on either side. Okay, so it's actually really holding that stone in a little bit now. Bring the top ones up, again these would be twisted. Okay, now you can just sort of, again, same as we did on the second demonstration, just kicking those wires up. And then we're just going to try and mirror what you've done on the bottom, so you can use your pliers or your hand and just bring the wire up to wrap that bail. So you can see, I'll show you on this side, so hold your hand there and just pull it nice and sharply up.
Yeah.
And so it's going up and there's going to be a gap on the bail, and then just wrap it around that bail and then that's held.
Yeah.
Repeat on the back. I'm just going to do it quickly.
Yeah.
And then you've got all these wires here, so if you were going to do any weaving, you've got decorative wires.
You can do your swirls, your twists.
Swirls. But if you want to keep it nice and simple, again, I got one twisted wire in the middle. I picked two up around the side, so I actually had three, like that.
Yeah.
Fold them over your bail making pliers, or whatever tools you've got.
Wire wrapping mandrel, perhaps, which I might have coming up in a second or not.
So I'm just going to hold that. I've brought all of the ends together.
Yeah.
Just wrap it around, and then with these you can just cut them or decorate with them, do swirls with them, whatever you want really. You know, if I wanted to twist, say, this piece here, it'll be a lot easier now because I've almost got a handle within the stone, so I could hold it like that and literally do that, and that's going to be a lot easier to twist than try to do the single piece on its own. See how much quicker that's twisted?
Yeah, it's so quick.
And then you would just cut that and spiral it or do whatever you want to it really, and that's it. That's pretty much what you do.
That is fantastic. Spelby, I absolutely love that piece. High five me, pal. Nice work. I love that piece. How fab is that? Start to finish. I'm fine. On that, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they're super quick to do. Just take your time, get the balance right on them, and you know, you can still adjust them after as well.
Absolutely. Thank you, Spelby.
Sorry?
Oh, Spelby. What do you fancy doing? Should we go to the beach? Should we go in a hot air balloon? Where would you like to go?
I'd like to go over to the Wall of Fame.
All right. Cool, let's do it. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Wall of Fame. My name is Becky.
And I'm Laura.
Just thought you needed to know because obviously we've got the same outfit on. You might be getting confused. I've never done this bit before. I've never even seen this bit before, so this is going to be ace. Right, you start, Charlie.
Okay, cool. So this is number 95.
Oh, pretty.
And this is from Sarah Jane. Hi everyone, please see attached to my Wall of Fame, my entry to the Wall of Fame this week. All items are from JM. Congratulations to Vicky on the safe arrival of her daughter. Best wishes to all, and that's Sarah Jane.
Well done, Sarah Jane. I think that's really pretty. Really nice, like the life in it. How amazing is this photograph?
Oh,
look, they've got a whole aviary. Shall I do this? Hi y'all, this is my week's entry. It's an attempt at a steampunk bird called Professor Egbert McFly. I made him go in the fundraising aviary at Art Space in Sinniford. It's a charity that runs courses and workshops for children and older learners. It's a very special place. I bought the basic bird from Art Space and enhanced him with clay, chain, wire findings and a tassel, all from JM. The whole project was very enjoyable. Most importantly, raised money for a brilliant charity. Thanks as ever for all the laugh, inspiration and bargains. Good luck to us all, and that is from Clancy. Clancy, I think that's gorgeous, and it sounds like a great kind of place that you've been going to there. I think that's gorgeous. 98's your number. Good luck.
This is really beautiful, very elegant. And this is from Ruth. It says, hi everyone, this was my attempt at a vintage style necklace. I used black agate, shell pearls and I think some pyrite faceted rounds. I hope you like it. I love the show, presenters and designers. They're great, always good fun and inspiring. Thanks. And that's Ruth from Sussex.
Well done, Tia. I love that. Really
Stunning.
pretty with all those lengths. Gorgeous. I've got for you here, up Tarister. Slice of the action. I love this. Hi everyone, here is my entry to the Wall of Frames. I hope I've done Alison Tarry's cake justice. You most certainly have. She's such a talented lady. I was not fortunate enough to have bought the kit, I know it did sell out fast, to make the sponge, so I used something from my stash and attempted to make fruit cake with lots of cherries. Hope you like it. The material used all from JM, had 0.8 silver plated wire, 1 mil and 0.4 for weaving and a 0.25 silver plated wire for adding on the fruit. The fruit itself is smoky quartz, retail quartz, mookaite, jasper and agate pearls. Gorgeous. Gold and silver wire for the cake decorations. I hope my entry gets shown on the Wall of Fame. Good luck to everyone. Thanks again to all the talented designers and sharing their experiences and knowledge with us. They are all very kind. Also, thank you to the presenters for being such entertaining characters. And that doesn't actually say. I think it's from Michelle. I'm going to guess it's from Michelle. Michelle, that is picture perfect. Genuinely, if you put this alongside Alison Tarry's, I would think they were both by Tarry.
Yeah,
honestly,
definitely.
well done. That must take you so much time, love and care. It's gorgeous. Something to really treasure. Real good luck. 99's your number.
Okay, and finally we've got number 97. That would be lovely with that ruby that you had earlier.
You're not wrong.
Ooh, okay. Okay, and this is from Sue and Lise. It says, hi to all at JM. This is my entry to this week's Wall of Fame. 2 bracelets made with sterling silver jump rings, featherweight head pins and 95 clasps. 1 bracelet is emeralds, the other is amethyst. On the emerald one, the jump rings are as bought, but on the amethyst, I altered them to oval shape. Everything is from JM and I hope you like. Keep up the good work.
Absolutely like.
Lush.
Totally like. Okay, it's time for the draw now. So, what do we do here, Laura? Have you done a draw before?
Oh, very long time. We had a hat last time I did a draw.
Right, so what we'll do, this is cool. So, I'll pick the runner-up. The runner-up wins £50 credited to their account. I'll pick the runner-up. Do I just pick one? Obviously, Bex, what are you chatting on? Let's go for it. There we go. Number 457 is the number that we've got there. 457. And that person, Joanne Morris. Joanne Morris, well done. You've won £50 credited to your account. Well done. You get to pick. Do you have to respin?
Can I respin it?
Yeah, respin. Go on, look at us. This is the best fun I've had in the morning.
Great.
Isn't it?
Better than the top hat.
What? There you go. What's that bit at the bottom? That's what I want to know. There's a bit at the bottom. Ooh.
And I've got number...
I love how we were both so over the top. Look, we're finding. Oh, and it got stuck there.
Got number 91, which may have been read today.
Brilliant. We've had that today. Yay!
Oh, wow. See,
well done to you. This is off Katie Parker, look. Well done. 91, Katie Parker. Where have you just put that 91? There it is, look. Well done, Katie. Well done, good winner. You're winning £100 credited to your account. Well done, Katie. You're going to be able to buy a lot of treats, aren't you? Do keep your entries to the Wall of Fame coming in to us, and we'll do another prize draw on Wednesday. Me and Spelby will be back after the break for a bit of a funky bundle. Do you like wire? Do you like tools? Do you like wire that's straight? Well, you're in the right place. I'll see you in a bit.
has been absolutely fantastic. It's the Resin Projects course, and Fiona is a terrific teacher. She's fun, she's very knowledgeable, and we've learned a lot of things. We're going home today with about 4 different projects, and they're absolutely beautiful. I bought a lot of the resin several months ago when it was on television being demoed, but I've never actually used it because I always like to come to the workshops first before I do anything. And I'm now going to be confident enough to go home and use it.
Join Zena on The Late Show for some mega clearance items on Saturday the 23rd and Sunday the 24th of May, only on JewelleryMaker. Do you need a helping hand to get started with JewelleryMaker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our JewelleryMaker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
Learn great techniques with this fantastic DVD, Extruder Edition 1. Join guest designer Debbie Bulford and presenter Ed McKay and start creating new, exciting and colourful pieces of polymer clay using the multifunctional extruder tool. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
If you're new to jewellery making and want to learn all the essential techniques, then this is the perfect workshop for you. Join experienced resident designer Linda and learn how to get to grips with this addictive hobby. Learn how to create necklaces, earrings and bracelets with genuine gemstones. You will also have the opportunity to try a range of jewellery making mediums for beginners, including wirework, macrame and kumihimo. The full course includes a wide selection of gemstones and findings, threading materials, 0.4 and 0.8 silver-plated wire, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studio and our museum, and a visit to our shop. All of this for just £59.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Start your new hobby today with JewelleryMaker.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is your Spotlight deal, and for your Spotlight deal here today I have got tools and wire. Two of the most popular pairings, really, isn't it? As soon as you get a group of wire together, you love it. As soon as you get some tools together, you love it. Putting them both together, it's like a triple whammy of goodness, really, isn't it? You have got here your wire wrapping mandrels. So you're going to be getting 2 different sizes of these. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't actually seen these ones before. Maybe we could ask our guest designer of the today. She's a bit of a wizard with wire. I like to call her Spellbinding Laura Binding. Hello. Echo. Anyway, hiya. Hi.
Yeah.
And what we're using these for, please, pal?
Basically, they're just like they're like a non-plier version of your step pliers. So you're able to get those different sort of coil shapes. Like you say, bail making, you can fold them over for your bails. For me, they're essential for things like Viking knit, because I like to make little end caps for them, and I tend to use these all the time for that, because you've got the set size and you've got that variety of different sizes as well. So for me, I think they're brilliant for anything like that. Jump rings.
Do you mind if I lend those for just 45 seconds approximately?
I will count.
What? You're counting?
2.
She couldn't work out 50.
But you threw me. I wasn't expecting the question, all right?
Whatever. It was sheer panic.
It was
trying to
sheer
work
panic.
out what is 54, take 50.
No, my maths teacher used to do that. He used to do, like, you'd have to stand up and they'd throw questions at you, and my mind just goes thump.
Really?
Yeah.
They literally throw questions at you.
He used to throw books at you.
He used to throw
Well, he used to
books
throw
at
them in
you.
your direction to land on your desk. He'd just be like, boom. Didn't actually hit you. It wasn't child abuse or anything, but.
Where did you go to, like, the school in Matilda?
No, but he did. He used to just throw books at you. He used to stand at the table and just throw them in your direction. Not at you, but like to you.
Was it, be honest, was it just at you?
No, it was at
everyone.
everybody.
Okay, cool, just checking. Have a little look at what we've got here. So, take a look. These are the bail making pliers that Lovely Spellbinding always works with. Now, the difference with these and these really is, look at the amount of space you get on here. So say I did like quite a big bail, you know, larger than this. It could be a bit of a pain to do. I'd have to take it off and switch it around. But with these ones, it's much, much larger in the sections. Do you see what I mean? It's almost double the length, actually, isn't it? Now, why is that important, Spelby?
Well, like you say, if you've got quite a large, wide bail, and you're trying to use your tool, like the pliers, then it's going to go over to the next step, which means that you're not going to get that perfect round bail.
No, you're not.
So for things like that, but like you say, jump rings, if you want to make little coils, you can make nice large little sections of that size and then just cut them to make your own jump rings.
I love that, and I love how precision this is as well. Look how precision that is. It's large, it's smaller even than, you know, the smallest one on the bail makers. It's something really intricate you could do there, isn't it? Love those ones. I've also got for you your wire as well. Let's take a look at it. It's the silver wire. 0.8, check. 0.6 and 0.4 for you there today in the silver tone. So a great selection to work together. You know, actually, when we were making the piece before, we used a 0.8 and the 4 as well. So you've got both of those in there. And then I've got your wire straighteners. Now, this wire straightener is so simple to use. Literally, all you do is you hold it in your palm. You kind of fold it up a little bit because there's 3 different sections that can kind of fold up. You can hold it in your palm, you can hold it in your fingers, and you put any really gauge of wire through here you want. You know, you can use your 0.4. Use your 0.6, you can use your 1 mil if you want to, you can use even higher than that in fact. And essentially what it does is it takes that horrible kinky wire that's gone a little bit awry. You know, if you're anything like me, sometimes you'll make something, someone will knock on the door, you'll remember, oh no, I forgot they were coming over, and you'll just get it all and sort of shove it under your bed, or, you know, throw it back into a box, or underneath your sofa. Sometimes I do that as well, I'll be honest. And it turns into a big horrible tangled mess, doesn't it, and kinks up. This will straighten it out for you. And actually, we had a text message in about this. We'll get it in for you now. This tool alone, this is from Margaret in 5. Hello, Margaret. Afternoon, JM. I saw the wire straightening tool on a well-known website for £38. I got mine from JM, and it's a great tool. Margot in 5. Margot, how about if I said you could get this, all of this wire and these 2 mandrels for less than £38. Your price point today, £27.25 is genuinely hands down amazing. You've just seen it yourself. Margot's seen that gorgeous, gorgeous tool, which is a great tool, you know, for £10 more than that. Today, that's not even your going to price. We're taking it down from there. The price point is rolling down. It should be £27.25. We're rolling it down though. Your price point today is actually just £17.95. We've just taken around £10 off our price, but if you're thinking about the tool, this tool here that Margot saw, we've actually taken £20 off the price, and we're giving you more than that. It's astonishing, and look, it's even explained to you, I've just realised, on the back how to use it, me trying to explain it. So you see, bad, naughty, ooh, grrr, kinks to wire, horrible, goes through, workable. If you had to do that in noises, it'd be like, wouldn't it, Spelby? Yeah?
Yeah.
Feeling that?
Yeah, I am. Can you record it?
Can I record
yeah,
it?
That's
so when you use it,
when I'm using it,
when you're using it. At the other side, yeah, good one. This is going really, 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 really quickly. Hello, everyone. Love these bail pliers. Great for jump rings, lightweight and easy to use. That is from Jennifer in Devon. Hi Jennifer, you're right, really nice and lightweight. I love as well how many on these mandrels you actually get. Am I right saying you get 6 different sizes on yours? On your pliers?
On my pliers, yeah, you only get 6.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on here. I've got 11 on here. I know it's not a competition, but if it was, I've just won, haven't I? Really? If it was, not that it is, but if it was, I'm winner chicken dinner. What? Do you never say that? Winner chicken dinner?
No.
Winner chicken dinner?
No.
What do you say?
I don't ever say winner, to be honest.
All right, just me. So, this is absolutely flying as quick as... Ooh, think of something that flies really fast, Melby.
Concorde.
Concorde, as fast as a Concorde. They don't fly at all anymore.
I know, there's one in Bristol.
At all anymore. Ring, 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 ring. The 90s are calling, they want their reference back. Amazing. Have you ever flown Concorde?
No, but it's in Bristol.
Is it?
Yeah, we've driven past it.
Can you still go and visit them?
No, I don't
visit them. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. No, I don't know what you mean.
Right.
No.
Stock's gone. Half stock's gone. Half stock's gone. In Bristol, is it?
Yes, in Filton, I think it is. Yeah, it did its last final flight, and then it was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I would have loved to have seen that. Should we do some pearls? Yeah, of course we can. Why not? Does anyone want pearls for under £6 a strand? Yeah? Fancy it. All right then. Well done for everyone who got those. We don't see tools like that very often at all, and I think it's just a gorgeous array. Where did I get these from? I think they were from there. Okay, Becky, I'm going to bring you some pearls now. Get ready for this. Strand number 1. Strand 2. Strand 3. 4 strands worth of pearls, and I'm still going. 5, 6, I love those ones. Look at them, it's almost a bit cashy. 7, could I do one more? Surely not. Yes, I can. 8 strands of pearls in this bundle. That is amazing, isn't it? Look at the variety I've got here. I've got such an amount. Let's go through exactly what we're getting. You're getting in here your baby pink cultured pearls, approximately a 4 to 5. Your light blue, a 6 by 5. You're getting the orchid colour, which is a 6 by 5 as well. You're getting your orange, those 8 by 7. I've got 8 by 7 on the Keshi as well. Sorry, on the Baroque style peacock. I've got white 7 by 8 Keshi. I've got the pearls in the seed bead variety 4mm and the yellow cultured pearls as well in there. I've got such a massive variety, I've got to say. I've got big, bold statement ones, kind of, you know, heading towards your luxury size. I've got your Keshi pearls, which we hardly ever see anymore. I've got your really delicate accent beads that we're not even thinking of buying anymore because of the hockey stick price. I've got ones that to my eye look like absolutely perfect rounds. They are so beautiful. I've got this really delicate tone as well, almost, you know, very archetypal bridal tone in here. I've got that peacock tone, which is a gorgeous selection because it's deep, it's rich, it's sophisticated, gonna go with so much that you have in your collection, whether that be your sapphires or your abalone. I've got a gentle colouring there in that delicate pink as well, which has such a high lustre point, and I've got a really nice rich tone as well, which just works beautifully with all the rest of them. You could do a whole bridal party with a collection, you're absolutely right, of course you could. I've told you that we're going to take these to less than £6 each. Now you know and I know it shouldn't be anywhere near that price for your perfect pearl. Should be £59.60. Of course it should. You know, we know the price of pearls, especially this variety, especially with pearls in here that we're not planning on getting in that much anymore. Your price point is going to roll down though. And guess what? I am going to take it under 50 today. Your perfect pearl collection is going to work out about £5.75 each, about at that price point. That is just a fantastic price. If you're thinking and I'm thinking, you know, lowest price point we can go to generally on a strand of pearls alone is £6.95. When we're dealing with things like your Keshi pearls, what? Have you just taken another pound off? Pip literally just went, ooh! Press the wrong button. Won't lie, press the wrong button. It's a pound off. He's just taken an extra pound off. You're going to have to recalculate that then, aren't you? You have to recalculate that for me now, Pip. How much is that per strand now? You've just taken off that extra 100 pennies. How much? £5.61. That's fab, isn't it? £5.61 per strand of genuine, real deal, proper, not fake, not plastic, not made in ice cube trays, real deal, Mother Nature made them in a mollusk, pearls. It's amazing, isn't it? What do you think of that, Spells?
I think that's gorgeous, isn't it? And if you do bridal or prom or that kind of more high-end bespoke work, then that's just essential to have that colour range, because you can create sort of bridesmaids pieces with it, but you could create everyday wear as well.
Love
you
that.
don't have to think of bridal or proms or anything like that. You could just have nice summer jewellery.
Yeah, of course you can. Really pretty summer jewellery. I love how they all work. Shall we do some head twins? Yeah, absolutely, we could do some head pins. $44.95 for you on those. It's great to have that much in your collection. Gold, rose gold, and 2 of your silver here I've got. These are your flattened head. Oh, super duper stars. Did we have some stars on before? Yeah, do you remember those shell stars we had? They'll go nicely with that. I've got your star detail head pin in the gold. I've got your rose gold or copper colour of the flat ball head pin, and then I've got the flat ball head pin as well in a silver. And also, I've got 2 packs of those, in fact, in the silver. So, of this collection, I'm going to be bringing you 200 of these designs. Now, this is your flat-headed head pin. The length on these is approximately 44 mil in total. So, you're looking at quite a large amount on there, actually. If you wanted to do something like your rosary link, you'd absolutely be able to with these, wouldn't you? Maybe even just make yourself a pair of earrings. You're still going to have plenty left over to do like a rosary link effect, because it is about 4.5 centimetres. So you're getting 200 of those in the silver. You've got the same design in that lovely rose gold colour that I'm showing you there, and that one is about the same length as well. 3 mil round, by the way, on the end of these, and you're going to be getting 100 of those. And then there in kind of the off middle, you've got that gorgeous star. Look at it glittering away in that golden colour. The star length is slightly longer, actually. We've got about a 50 mil on that one, so about 5 centimetres in total, but you're still going to get 100, even though you're getting that extra amount, which is quite impressive, really. You get such a huge amount here, and really, Spelby, head pins are essential. We use constantly, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I've just picked up an order that contains a load of head pins because I just think they're great, you know. To have that additional feature on them, I think is amazing. I just put it as a focal. When you get button beads, you can put it in the middle, or little rondelles.
Oh, A up, A up. What did you say?
On button beads.
Yeah, and then what did you say?
On rondelles.
Oh, that sounds so nice. I quite like you saying rondelles.
Rondelles.
All right, yeah, the other way was a bit better.
Rondelles. Yes.
Rondelles. Yeah, I think rondelles would look really nice on these. And if he couldn't come, Harry could. So let's have a look at your price point, shall we? I've got 400 in total. It's a huge amount. Price point today should be £17.80. It's a great price for 400 of these. Have you seen the amount you're getting? It's huge. Stack. Price point is rolling down though. Today, it's just £11.95 for you. Look at the amount you're going to get here. You're going to need these rain or shine. You're going to need these in the winter, in the summer, in the autumn, aren't you? All year round. For Christmas, for New Year, for birthdays. There's no time you won't need a head pin, really, is there?
You know, though, I actually use them as part of my wire weaving as well. I don't actually just use them as they're meant to be. I actually use them as little flashes of metal, and, you know, especially the little shaped ones, and put them in part of your pendants or your bracelets.
Yeah, absolutely. Well done, everyone. Check out those baskets when you get the opportunity to do so, because we don't get head pins in a collection like this too often, do we? 200 of the silver, 100 of the gold, and 100 of the rose gold. Not forgetting that the gold itself is little star heads that we've got on there. Really very pretty. Gonna leave that with you. How do you feel about some sterling silver, ladies and gentlemen? Positive? Good. Where is it? Other side. got for you now some 925, and this is a collection of your head. No, they're not. They are jump rings. Now, I've got Fleur on tomorrow. Myself and Fleur, lovely, lovely Fleur, is on tomorrow, and she's going to be making chainmail pair of flip-flops. I know. I'm so excited. They're gorgeous. Have you seen them? No.
I'll get her to. I'll message her later.
You'll message her later?
Yeah.
Well, just wait. Be patient. Watch the show. No.
You shouldn't have told me.
Oh, sorry. They're really nice. They're gorgeous. Anyone can do it on any flip-flops that they might have. You know, if you're into upcycling, it's great. But anyway, Fleur always shows us and tells us that, you know, lots of different jump rings, shapes-wise, can be used for your chainmail. And a lot of the time as well, she says that jump ring-wise, we don't actually get big collections of things like your 925 jump rings that often. Oh, she'll be jealous she hasn't got these ones. I'll tell you that. You've got some beautiful jump rings here in a lovely selection. I've got 5 of each shape. So I've got 5 of the square or diamond shape, depending on how you use these. Just to let you know, all of these are closed. Of course, you can open them with things like your saw or your flush cutters. I've also got your drop shape as well. So a little teardrop shape or a leaf shape. Oh no, they have got, that one's got a little cut in. Wow, the cut in these is so precise that actually I couldn't see it at all, but they are open now I'm looking. You can hardly see them on the photo as well, can you? That is because it's such higher quality. So they have been perfectly saw cut, I love them. So you're getting 5 of each, don't forget. I've got the rectangle shape in there as well. I've got that large oval shape, which would be great for things like your cord ends. I've got these really cutesy tootsy delicate ones. How sweet are they? I've got your kind of average size, I would describe. These ones of your round open jump rings are about 6 mil, so probably an idea of around about 5 mil, I'd guess. Way. I've also got for you the hexagonal shape too. We've had some hexagonal gemstones on recently. These would be lovely with that. And then I've got your triangles as well in there. Your price point today for 5, 10, 50, 20, 25, 30, 35. What? Why does it say approximately 25? 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I've got 40 in my description. Well, how weird is that? Approximately 35. I'm saying 40. Spellbinding. Have you been doing the maths on this one, babe? Be honest. You know I am the worst person at maths ever.
Yeah.
Ever. I'm
apparently I'm worse than you.
Oh yeah, but I've jumped on board now. I can't get off this train. So this is your Matrix collection, 95. You're getting 40 by my count, because you get 5 of each design. Your price point today for 40, £15.95 for you for genuine, real deal sterling silver. That is astonishing, astonishing price point. And don't forget, Fleur's messaged in. Morning, gorgeous ladies. I love this Matrix collection. They are perfect for chainmail earrings. And that is from Fleur. Fleur, corker idea.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, Fleur, send me a picture of your flip-flops.
Say that again.
Fleur, send me a picture of your flip-flops.
Please.
Please.
The flip-flops you've made for tomorrow. Not just like, you know, your flip-flops.
No.
Helena has said, does she need to bring in her own flip-flops? Good question. Fleur, if you could message us back and let us know. Wait, she's not making you a pair of flip-flops on the show, Missy. How about you bring your flip-flops and then while she's making, you can make along? Yeah? Good plan. All right, okay. Oh yeah, because I've got Helena on the morning show. Oh, I forgot. Obviously. So £15.95 is your price point on this. Well done, everyone who's got that. It is a great price. And don't forget, you know, such a high shine on 925 for you. Pardon Poppet Chops. Nugget bundle that we didn't do earlier on, the huge one. Yeah, this is huge. Anyone up for a bargain? 1 double strand, 2, oh way up, come here pal, 3, oh man, Pip, how many are in here, sweet pea? There are so many, it's fab. If you want a bargain, you've got to get it now, because I've got a huge amount of strands. I've got pink opal in here as well. Oh way up, they're snuggling, stop snuggling you lot. 9 double strands, wowzers. That is amazing. So I've got about 18 strands worth here. That was astonishing. Moonstone. Hang on. I've got kunzite. How have I got kunzite in this strand? Known for being a phenomenon gemstone with that gorgeous glowing nature to it. Is that a multi-beryl? Stop yourself. Let me fill you in on exactly what we've got. I've got emerald here for you in the small nuggets. I've got your sky blue apatite next to that, sensational. Next to that again, I've got, believe this or not, black tourmaline. Can you believe that you're getting in there? Next to that again, I've got this gorgeous, gorgeous, really, really deep garnet, really rich in its tone and saturation. I'm then bringing to you these wonderful topaz. I've got next to that the pink opal, one of the most unusual and rare colours. I've got a high shining, really, really iridescent, really beautiful kind of glowing moonstone there. Carat wise on that, about 250. I've got kunzite. Hold on to your socks, wait for it, 340 carats worth. I don't think I've ever said that about kunzite before. That is absolutely astonishing. Helena Georgie Porgy. Yeah, you want to call you that, don't you, pal? Lovely Helena, how much was that strand of kunzite we did? Do you remember that it was about 300 carats, round? It was nearly £40, wasn't it? And that was about 300 carats, wasn't it? So bear that in mind, kunzite, £40 worth for a lesser carat of this. Yeah, you can expect that price. And then last but by no means least, I've got your multicoloured beryl. You've got aquamarine tones on there. You've got your morganite tones in there. I've got a bit of heliodor popping in on there as well as some goshenite. So a massive amount. Some of the biggest names in the gemstone world I've got here. I really, really do. Your price point today. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, kunzite at that price point for a double strand is astonishing, I know. £40.55. All of this, though, should be. We are about to drop this. Let me just talk to you. What? It's going under 30, guys. Come on, ladies and gents, get yourself in. £27.95 for the equivalent, approximately in length of strand-wise, to that of 18 strands. Pip, do the maths. Get on that calculator. Or we could just ask Spelby. Do you know? I wasn't listening. £27.95 divided by 18.
Oh, come on. I couldn't even work out 54 degrees 4. Come on. Don't go into divisions.
Look at me.
Your fault.
Come on, what are you saying?
Me.
I'm not helping.
Listen, are you waiting for this?
Mean.
£1.55 per strand. Is that what you were going to say?
I was. I literally was just about to say £1.55.
Were you?
You just didn't give me a chance.
It's £1.65, not 55.
Nah, well, 10 out, it's not bad.
No, I'm joking, it is 55. I'm a rescuer. What do you think of that for kunzite?
Wow, wow.
How is that even a thing? This kunzite itself, you know, 340 carats worth approximately, 12 by 5.
I remember, well, I don't actually know how available kunzite is. I mean, it's very rare to actually see it. But whenever I have seen it, it's always been so pricey. You know, you'd be paying that just for some kunzite on its own, let alone everything else that's with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Spelby, I'd love to hear what you would do with kind of, you know, one of these strands maybe that's jumping out to you, or the collection.
You know, I don't know, I would do multi-layered pieces as well, keep it quite simple. It's quite nice when you sort of just twist a couple of them together and then wrap wire around it. It gives you quite a sort of more modern look. But, you know, you could make little trees. We're doing that on Saturday on our workshop, making little potted trees. So imagine that, saying that you had a kunzite one. That would be amazing.
That'd be amazing. Have you got any spaces on your workshop?
A couple, yeah.
A couple? Tell us what it is.
Saturday, we're doing a 3D version of a tree of life and making a little wire tree and potting it.
Oh, that's going to be fab. Don't tune in for it, it's not on TV. If you want to get yourself to the workshop, then absolutely do so. Do give us a call, 0800 644 655 for you today. Let's talk about exactly what we've got here, okay? We've got one of your big four over here. We've got archetypal saturation here. We've got one of the most renowned families in your tourmaline over here. We have got a seriously rich, luxurious garnet over here. I've got crispness and clarity in a topaz. I've got one of the rarest colours of opal. I've got serious shillotastic, you can even see it from there, moonstone. I've got your glowing kunzite, and I've got one of the most executive gemstone families in the world of the beryl as well. 2 memory wire bracelets from each of the strands are £15 each.
I sell a Tree of Life on its own normally for about minimum of £14, depending on what, and that's just the basic.
So for a Tree of Life, you use about that much, don't you?
Yeah. And that
so this is a Tree of Life.
Wouldn't even be that
amount
much.
there, not even that much, is it? A Tree of Life. A Tree of Life. A Tree of Life. This much here. We sell a Tree of Life for £15. Like, look, you're getting 1, 2. Sorry, let me fold this down. Sorry if I'm taking out a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 8 in a double strand, and you're selling them for £14 per one.
That would be for a lower grade gemstone.
Not for your emeralds.
No.
That I'm showing here.
No.
120 off each strand.
About £120-ish off each strand.
Yeah, and look at the variety of options you've got there. You can imagine if you've just had a new little baby girl, like Becky, you can give a little kunzite Tree of Life pendant.
So essentially you'd be making over £1,000 on these. And that would be lowest base. You know, these aren't all agate, are they? In fact, I don't have any, do I? These are all high-end names. Emerald, topaz in there, your garnet as well as your kunzite. I still can't get over that kunzite. Absolutely shocking amount there that you've got on that kunzite. I just think it's absolutely sensational. Think about all of the money that you could make with this. You know, we don't all make to you know, sell on, but, you know, it is good to take into account the value, even if you don't sell on, realistically. Your luxury nugget, perfect name for this pip, perfect name for that pip. Luxury, indeed, would be perfect. Actually, yeah, some of these would go really nice with these findings as well, wouldn't they? Really pretty. Now, this luxury nugget bundle, you know, is very unusual for us to have such a luxurious amount of beautiful gemstones as this in one collection. So we don't have that many left. I would say to you that even if you're thinking, oh yeah, I could do with them at some point, get them now. It's such a huge amount. It really, really is. I'm going to bring you this findings pack, this matrix box now, actually. The nuggets are going at the bottom of your screen. I have a handful or 2 left, so just come in and get them whilst you can. Look at this collection here, fire opal and your gold findings. The great thing about our finding collection, when it's like this, is you get the absolute complete essentials and you get a nice sort of variety of them. So I've got my absolute essential of the chain. We need chain, we love chain, you know, a lot of us will use chain day in, day out on most of our designs. I've got what we need, which is the clasp. I need the clasp, absolutely need it, because how am I going to finish off my designs otherwise? Perfect. I've got, you could describe it as your chandelier earring. I'd describe it as a multi-necklace connector. I've got 4 of those in total, so perfect for a multi-stranded necklace. I've also got all of those spaces. Look, there's loads of those spaces, approximately 50 of them in total, and they are 2 mil. I've got lots of lovely jump rings here for you. Jump ring size is approximately 6 mil outer diameter, and you've got 20 approximately in here. Your toggle clasps, which again, you know, not everybody wants to, you know, have on the back of their piece, say, a lobster claw clasp, in particular on a bracelet. These have never ever been seen before, brand new by the way. Lobster claw clasps, you know, I will tend to step away from lobster claw clasps on a wrist myself, just because it's a pain, isn't it? You have to do the one arm sort of bracelet dance to try and get it off, don't you? Do you get that as well?
Yeah, I just go to Tony.
Just go to Tony. Undo this for me, please. Yeah, mulberry, can't do that for me. No opposable thumbs. That's my issue. But some people don't like those. You know, I'll do a lobster clasp on my necklace, but I tend to not on my bracelet. Toggle clasp for me on a bracelet is much, much better, and you get 2 of them. I've also got 2 pairs of these lovely earrings with that little bit of a twirl detail, and this selection of your opal as well, which has got lovely opalescence within it. You also get the box too. So let's have a look exactly what we're getting, and that is everything you can see on screen. Everything you can see on screen you're getting in this collection. It's never been seen before, Pip says. Brand spanking new. Never, it's not even a reorder, just brand spanking new. Get it whilst you can then, because it is brand new. And for this collection, is just 80 pieces, approximately at £8.95 is sensational. Keeping in mind that, you know what, they'll have kept, you know, this chain as 1 piece within that 80. They won't have counted out these individual nuggets either. That would be kept as a separate one. The box as well, you're absolutely right, Claire. They've probably not counted that or the lid, have they? 10 carats worth in there is amazing. Right, I see, I get you. Someone's asking about the double multi nuggets we had before, asking if it's 18 strands or 9 strands. It's 9 different gemstones. It's the equivalent of 18 strands. So essentially what we mean by this is, if I was to chop this in half now, tie a loop at each end, that would be worth 2 of our individual strands. In fact, it would be this more amount than that. So yeah, it's 9 different gemstones, 18 the equivalent of when it comes to strand length. £8.95 on this one. VE, okay, 93 is your code on that one, so do check out and get them whilst you can do. Multi-buyers on this, lovely to see you multi-buyers and individual buyers as well. New strands. They're delicious, aren't they? Absolutely delicious. Really? How? Wowzers. I don't mind. What do you want to do? Yeah, let's do some amethyst. Let's do a green strand of amethyst. Brand new amethyst. How much do we normally see green amethyst for? I'm used to seeing it around £15.95, even £19.95. Yeah, you're used to that, aren't you?
Yeah, I love green amethyst.
I've got a big... Are we pushing them all in? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. New in. Let's have a section, but you've got to get on the phones quickly for me. I'm starting off with a real treat. This is your green amethyst. This is High Shine Spectacular, one of the most loved names of gemstones in the world when it comes to amethyst, and you've got it in this stunning, sensational green colour. It is beautifully, beautifully coloured in here. Just by applying a small amount of heat to this, the structure and the look of it is naturally changed, and you get this gorgeous glowing gemstone. It is green amethyst, a gemstone sometimes referred to as prasiolite. It's got these connotations of kind of happiness, connotations as well of things like you know, springtime because of those gorgeous colours. It is a massive amount we've got on here as well. Look at that, 70 carats worth here today, 11 by 6 up to a 19 by 8. You know what, you're going to be absolutely blown away by the price of these. They're not kind of £19 worth, they're not even £14 worth. Today your price point for this brand new strand, £9.95. Now you understand why I reacted in that way. Now you understand why I was like, what? How much? £9.95. Spelby, what do you think?
I got one thing to say.
What?
Fleur, can you get me some, please, if you're watching still?
Thank you, Fleur. Thank you, Fleur.
Because that's just amazing.
Isn't it?
Yeah, and they are stunning. And as I said, I absolutely love green amethyst, one of my favourites.
You do. And at £9.95, you know, because you buy green amethyst a lot, that's not the price we'd normally expect, is it?
And not for that kind of cut either.
No.
You know, that's just stunning. So yes, please, if you can, Fleur.
Thank you, Fleur.
Thank you.
What would you pair this with? What kind of colours of maybe other gemstones?
Other gemstone wise, I would possibly put it with some amethyst or some citrine, you know, this sort of...
Oh, I've got some citrine here actually.
Oh.
Hang on. Oh yeah, look at that. It's like picnic in the sun, isn't it? Picnic in the sun,
That's gorgeous, isn't it? See, that's my kind of collection.
This would describe our road trip around Britain, Spelby.
It's going to be so cool.
Wouldn't it? This pairing here. I'm going to bring this gorgeous citrine to you right now. Now, I've got a few minutes left. I'm just bashing through some of these new ones for all you lovely people out there. The amethyst is going in at the bottom of the screen, so do, you know, keep it coming in if you want to. Look at the glow on this citrine. Look at the brightness. Look at the intensity. This is a stunner of a strand. It really, really is. I'm going to make this go under £30 for you today. It's sparkling gorgeousness, and look at that brilliance. When we talk about brilliance, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about that light dancing internally. It's sometimes referred to as internal luster. You have got a beautiful array of brilliance in here. The reason that brilliance is so profound on this is due to the fact Fleur's got them, Laura.
Oh, thank you. I love you. Thank you. It's good. I got a labradorite. It's good. We got, you know, return the favour. Thank you.
Oh, bless. When are you next seeing Fleur?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well,
Message her.
You'll message her. Well done, Fleur, and everyone else who got that. You have got here that intensity of brilliance due to the fact that, look, you've got so much clarity within this, and that's what's helping out. If this was all horrible and heavily included and had lots of those kind of, you know, silk-like internal kind of characteristics in there, you wouldn't get this much brilliance as when I do that. You can see the brilliance instantly. You've got such a huge amount of gorgeous brilliance on this brand new strand. Your price point today for 130 carats worth. I can't believe that, can you? Under £20 for this amount, for this array. I don't even dare count how many I've got here, but I'll go approximately halfway. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I've got 22 and I've got to halfway in the strand. I've got approximately, therefore, how many on this strand, Spelby?
44.
Ah, yay! Well done.
See what happens when I listen?
Yeah. Sounds like when you talk to your kids, that. Doesn't it help when you listen? Doesn't it? Well done, Spelby. Approximately 44 of these in total. Obviously, it is based on carat weight, but that's how many I've got on this strand. At £19.95. That's working out literally a few pence per one. This is astonishing for this quality. It really, really is. To have that much lightness, brightness is just spectacular. PWRU85 is your code on that one. And if you love pops of colour, right, wait. Just thought. I've just thought. Oh no, I'm not waiting you. I'm waiting myself. I'm like that. Wait, I've just had a great idea. Oh no, I'm just waiting myself. Look, ready? Meadow, sky, sun. What a perfect trio you've got in these brand new ins. Look, you've got those spring-like grass tones, you've got those beautiful sky tones with your literally sky blue apatite, and you've got your citrine brightness as well. Your amethyst is coming in at the bottom of the screen, is it? Did you say? Sorry, lovely. Yeah, it is. This one's coming in at the bottom of the screen, £9.95 that was. Brand new strand. It's your last one of today's show. 125 carats worth of sky blue apatite. When it comes to blue apatite, sky blue apatite is one of the most loved of all of the pieces, because you have that richness, you have that beautiful effect, and can I just say, look at the amount you get. There is so much. Apatite has got that freshness. I always think apatite's almost got this out of this worldly colouring to it. When we talk about apatite in this amount that we've got here, which, let's face it, is huge, you know, you would be normally expecting a higher price point. I'm actually going to make sure this is under 25 today. Your price point today is just £19.95, under 25 and then some. I've actually taken it under 20 for you today. Launch price deal for you on this today of just £19.95. It's so shiny, it's so sparkly, it is like a kind of cosmic like effects that we've got to these. Every single one just glowing with this brightness, and it is true sky blue apatite, isn't it? That colour, which I always think is amazing, is naturally occurring. Mother Nature is brilliant sometimes, isn't she? Do you know what I mean? Mother Nature. Laura, were you listening then?
I was just having a bit of a fight with something.
All
Sorry.
right, cool.
Yeah.
We are going to come over to you in about 2 minutes, if that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Cool beans. £19.95 is the price point on that sky blue. It is Mother Nature's stunning colour. It really, really is spectacular. Are you alright if I'm going to come over to you for this now? Sorry, I know I said 2 minutes, but we're going to do the DVD now. We're going to do the DVD.
That's fine.
Shall I bring my sandwich? I'll bring the edge of my sandwich with me. Oh. Yeah, it's just the edge. Just the edge. Do I know what flavour it is? It's unusual. Never tried this before. No, not onion bhaji. That was the other day.
Ooh.
Egg and sour cream.
Oh.
I know. You've had that. I've never had that before. My first day today. It's going really well. Hi, Spelby.
Hi.
We have launched today your Infinity Pendant, and we do not have many of those left at all, I have to say. We really, really don't. They have been extremely popular. Literally hundreds of you getting your hands on this today. You really, really have hundreds of you. This is your Infinity Pendant DVD, and it has got such an amount of pieces on there. It's one project that you get shown throughout, but you do get shown different ways in which to kind of do a bit of a different tweak on these. And actually, in a moment or 7, Spellbinding will be showing us how she's created, using the techniques within this DVD, a totally different zone. So in a moment, I'll be able to show you kind of the 3 different ways in which you can tweak and twist these. This is the one that's kind of the original design, which she'll be showing step by step on the collection, but we will show you different ways that you can work with these. So this is £4.95 for the DVD, and it's approximately an hour's worth in length. Laura Binding's in there, of course, as it's her beautiful pendant, and you get shown lots of different tweaks. Now, we did give Spelby a gorgeous, gorgeous challenge selection, which she's worked kind of in 2 parts in a way.
Yeah.
She's used the cabochons, which are coming in at the bottom of your screen. Huge amount of these you used. Absolutely a huge amount of these ones you had in there. Am I right in saying I had approximately 17? I think I did, didn't I? I did, didn't I? 17 approximately we had in total, which is just absolutely amazing. But there's a huge amount you're getting there, massive, different shapes, huge carat weight in there in total. We said it worked out approximately £1.35 each, which is amazing. So we gave Spellbinding this collection, but also, you know, she came up with the idea to use the DVD, or the tips and hints she gives in the DVD, to show you a different variety. Because within the DVD, you know, we've shown this pendant here on the front, but also she shows you how to do a variation, which you can see is this one here, quite different. And then, using the same techniques in the DVD, look how different this one is. Using the same techniques as shown in the DVD, it looks completely different.
And that is a cabochon.
And that is, of course, a cabochon. But it's just using similar techniques and just twisting it a bit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just adapting it, really. And again, it's, you know, creating that frame. This is a situation where chain would be ideal. I can't find any.
Okay.
So I've just made a very quick sort of fix, but it's just for you to get an idea of how it would look. But yeah, you can see how you can still create that and hold that stone in, just placing your wires in the right place, and hopefully you get the confidence to be able to do that from the DVD.
Absolutely. So, you know, we were saying before, but for anyone who has just tuned in, DVD, you know, it does work with a drilled stone, but you don't have to. What is the main difference? If people are watching this at home and going, yes, I want to do the drill hole piece, but also want to get the cabochons to do with that, what's the main tip you're going to give now to not using the drill hole, as it were?
So first thing I'd do is say, do the pendant a couple of times with the drill hole and do a couple of variations with the drill hole, so you get comfortable and confident with how you're going to put those wires and thinking, right, how's that going to go? Then it's just a matter of just creating a frame and sitting the stone in, and then just placing certain wires to make sure that it holds it in. I haven't done any caging, I haven't done any netting. That has just been held in with the weaves and the wires.
Wow.
So it's just a matter of saying, okay, because you know that stone in particular has got a lovely clear piece of banding going across it,
like
and
a strip.
I didn't want to block that with any of the wires. So you know, if I can just turn it over, I can just show you that.
Go ahead.
So you can see it's almost like a frame that's been created for it, so it's got some support from the back.
Wire mattress.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
And then, you know, it's just a matter of practicing and confidence. Do the pendant a couple of times, get used to it, get comfortable and confident, then have a go.
And then have a go. So these techniques are going to be shown for you in the DVD. Does it feel weird that people can just have you on in the tellies at home whenever they want? People might be sat at home in their pyjamas watching you, just like with a wire.
I've done it. I've got DVDs. I sit down
Yeah,
and
me
watch
too.
it. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Your Tree of Life on is probably, well, it is my most watched JewelleryMaker DVD. I haven't watched it as much as Save the Last Dance or anything. Watched that loads.
Well.
Had a text in. Hi Becky and Laura, it's my birthday today! Great show today, girls, and that is Lee and Kent. Happy birthday, Mrs. Lee. I did the last rap, your time now. I did one for Chris.
I can't even do simple maths. You're really going to try and make me rap?
Right, how about I start a line and then you like rhyme with it? Yeah?
You don't get the panic that comes across me.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Lee!
I hope you are definitely... I don't know. It rhymes.
Really happy! Yay! I'm sorry for Laura's input on that.
I did warn you. Did I not warn you? Did I not say? Did I not say?
You did.
Panic.
You did. Spell B, I love and adore you. As always, I've had a lot of fun. When on next?
Monday, Bank Holiday Monday.
Bank Holiday Monday,
So
we will see you on
Designer
Designer Inspiration. I'm back with you tomorrow. We've got Flip Flop Flo with us. Do stay tuned because after the break, lovely Pruma Heroes with us. Thank you so much for joining us both today. We've had a right giggle. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. We'll see you very soon.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order for just 50p and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously